Step back. He's here so fast. Has the Keswaxy sect sent someone to stay by Zhang Yi's side and protect him all the time? He badly hurt Mei Lang with only one hit. His cultivation level is far greater than mine, and I can't fight him head-on. Emerge. Oh, shit. Mei Lang is trapped. She can't break free on her own. I have to. Turn around. Bam. This feeling. To have such strength, he is at least at the second level of the pre-celestial stage. I was careless. I must get away from here. 5 elements shift, black water cover sun. She escaped? There are no traces of her aura. What an ultimate fleeing art. Dissipate. She appeared so abruptly, and the techniques she used seemed to be part of the Chongling sect. The attempt on Zhang Yi's life, is she a helper asked by the Qiliang sect, or is there another evil sect getting involved? However, on top of that, there is another thing that bothers me more. Shinnong's mantra of Dark Sun I used wasn't brought to its full play just now. And I had a vague feeling of my internal power being absorbed. Could it be? ****. Damn it! How come there is such a master of the Keswaxy sect except for Yan Shirgu in the Imperial City? Why you never mentioned it in his previous information? Luckily, I changed back into the woman's clothes in advance. Now the assassination would alert them at most even though it failed. He couldn't trace me down as I used 5 elements shift to flee. As long as my identity as Urian isn't exposed, the overall situation won't be affected. Stagger. Hold. If you hadn't been trapped, I wouldn't have had to rush out and been hit by that guy. If it happens again, I won't do such an unenviable thing. Anyway, you are just a ghost, and you will get restored even if you are broken apart. It cost me much effort to reach the pre-celestial stage, but I have been suffering failures these days. It seems that everyone can hurt me. It is really frustrating. But in the final analysis, it's because I'm not strong enough. I haven't been able to break through for so long, which even makes your strength stalled. My peers who were left behind by me when I was at the post-celestial stage have overtaken me now. After the 9 sects meeting, many of them have reached the second level of the pre-celestial stage before I did. For them, I, evil Jade Beauty, am just useless eye candy. Nevertheless, these problems will be solved soon. What happened today imposes no impact on the whole picture. As long as Tulanja brings the queen out, it won't be hard to save her with Huayu's help. Nothing will hinder my cultivation if the Shinma oath is lifted. And your strength will enhance as well. When that time comes, we will. Shinma oath? Is it the reason that your cultivation level has no changes after you reach the pre-celestial stage? It's a big deal. Why didn't you report it to the sect? And you even do 11 at the 3rd level of the pre-celestial stage from Chongling sect. Kept it from me? Master, what brought you here? Great. She finally came here. You disregarded our sect crisis and Mr. Du's order but came to this damned place secretly. As your master, shouldn't I care about it? Step back. When I got here, I heard you talking to Mei Lang again. I have told you to get rid of this childish habit many times. You're no longer a child, yet you still use the ghost control technique like a game. Talking to the ghost who only knows fighting is a childish behavior, which would make you become a laughingstock for others. Tell me, how come you've been cursed by the Shinma oath? Why didn't you report it? Besides, who is Huayu you mentioned? As far as I know, it's supposed to be no one in the sect to come here with you. It sounds like you are suspecting me, Master. Yes, I am. You have been weird in doing things recently. I know about you. You must be trying to hide something. The Shinma oath is a serious matter. It should be impossible for you not to report it to the sect, but you really didn't. Either you are absolutely sure that you can solve it on your own, or there is something that you don't want the sect to know. Does it have anything to do with Huayu you mentioned? Who is he? What are you up to exactly? Kneel. I'm sorry, Master. I shouldn't think of taking credit and keeping it from you. Please forgive me, Master. Take credit? What credit is worth you making in this small country in the western region? It's a long story. I'll explain it thoroughly to you. Are you saying the power source stone? It's actually hidden in the Shilon treasury. No wonder you have been running around for the past 2 years. Turns out it's for something in the Shilon kingdom. In the first place, I thought Shilon was merely a small country, and I could easily handle it on my own. However, I didn't expect that it would take me great effort to get the key to the treasury. And when I got it, even the 9 sects meeting was over. After the 9 sects meeting, a conflict broke out between our sect and Manhwa sect. If you can bring back the power source stone to help our sect leader to exert his miracle sign or to set up another sect gate to fight the Manhwa sect, it will be indeed a great accomplishment. No wonder you have been acting weird lately, as if you deliberately tried to keep away from the fight between us and the Manhwa sect. You even hid it from me just for this matter. Master, I know I did it wrong. In fact, I discovered another 2 evil sects involved after I returned to the Shilon kingdom. I thought of asking you for help, but why you stopped me, so. Cut it out. I brought you up. I know you very well. Stop saying that it's someone else's idea. However, what you did is beneficial to our sect. Since I followed you up here by accident, I won't care much about your plan. Get up. Thank you, Master. As you said, you and Huayu that you mentioned were deceived by Shilon Wei to make the Shinma oath. Now he's disguised himself as Shilon Wei, yet no one has seen him through? Then why do you call him so intimately? You might not know that he not only masters swordsmanship but also a secret technique that can confuse people and tamper with ordinary people's cognition. It's not easy to perform perfect disguise skills, but it wouldn't give him away as long as he can bewilder Shilon people with weak cultivation base. After all, no one in the evil sects saw the real Shilon Wei before. As for intimacy, that's because the fleeing art I acquired by chance has the same origin as his. I see, good. I've changed the role of the story about how Ge Huayu and I met and told it to her. She probably believes it. With her trust, even if someone brings up again the suspicious actions that Mr. Sure thought I made, I have a reason to convince them. More importantly, Huayu is mysterious and unpredictable. I made some judgments before, but I am not sure if I was right. And I'm too passive now. This old woman is essential, in case Huayu will kill me after the matter in the Shilon kingdom is done. She is probably no match for Huayu when fighting head-on, but when it comes to grabbing treasures, she has a great advantage. I can't do it myself, but with her as my secret card, I may be able to fight Huayu for the power source stone and even something more precious in the treasury after the Shinma oath is lifted. I got it. Given that you have a plan, I'll stay out of it. You can go to save the queen and grab the treasure as planned, and I will hide out in the dark and remove the formation for you. However, the power source stone must be taken back to our sect, and you need to figure out how to deal with Huayu after that. That's for sure. I knew you would be supportive, Master. Gate of the Sun in the Palace. It's about Queen Saya. Tu Lanzhou wants us to help him. Moreover, given Shilon Wei's way of doing things, she may snatch the queen on the spot if you are not there. Humph, what a good plan they set up. They just couldn't wait to fawn on someone else. So you mean, it's fine to do it. They have their plan, and we have ours. Since this fake Shilon Wei has something to ask for, we can take advantage of it to restrain the Chiliang sect. Mr. Yan, bad news. News from the Shadow Guards, Zhang Yi was attacked. What did you say? Why did it happen? Who did it? I was told that he was attacked in an alley, and he survived by activating the mechanism you gave him. The killer had already gone when the patrol was there. Although there was no trace of poison at the scene, the patrol thought it must be done by someone from Shilio City, and they concealed their techniques on purpose. Of course, they did. Except for those women, who else would do such a dirty thing? How is Zhang Yi now? Can he continue to do the cracking work? Bang. I was told that he is now in a coma, and it's not sure if he can survive. Very good, the Qiliang sect played such a dirty trick on me. Search the whole city. I must root out all the spies they have planted here this time. 2 days later, in Chilio City. Silent. Ugh. Crawl. Fly out. Master, my ghost found a strange bug crawling out of a Shilan nobleman again. It turned into a butterfly and flew away. I saw it. Trailing. I'd like to see what these witches are plotting. But Master, how did you know that there's something wrong with the Qiliang sect? And you even asked me to release ghosts in advance to keep an eye on the people and the noble in Chilio City? Right after I got in town, I found that the Qiliang sect had done something to almost all the people here. However, it's a kind of method used by evil sects to control useful outsiders. Well, yeah, it's quite like something that the Qiliang sect would do. That's what I thought before, until some time ago, in the banquet that was held for days here, I saw more than one Shilan nobleman carrying the same tiny bugs. Qiliang sect thought that I couldn't notice it, but they didn't know how keen my perception of the demonic art of Moro is. In theory, Qiliang sect got no reason to control the nobles of Shilan anymore after I took my stand. It wouldn't do them any good except for making me resent them more. After I questioned them, Qiliang sect explained there was a medical bug that can remove toxins in the nobles, and then they even showed me its function in person. However, I didn't believe that the selfish evil sect would be so kind. Even if they were trying to fawn on me, they should take the initiative to tell me the truth, instead of waiting for me to question them. I feel that they have a big conspiracy. Are they going to sacrifice all the people in Chilio City to make a blood ritual? Whom are they going to set up? A blood ritual? You're imaginative. Just follow up and we will find out. The place these bugs are flying to must hide their secret. We'll just destroy what our enemy wants. Deep in the Gobi. It's the last batch of essence blood. After the bug leaves its host, it can't be collected back anymore. Concealment pendant. Grand Elder said that she won't come here in the following days. Shilan Wei may go to keep an eye on her as she is suspecting us. So you and I will take over the business of refining blood. But blood refining bug is so ferocious that the two of us may not be able to withstand it. Don't worry. Grand Elder has left our spiritual blood marks on it, so it won't have much desire to hurt us. Wriggle. If I get this thing done well, I will be promoted to an elder, and I will no longer be a disciple anymore. Huh? Where is she? Something goes wrong. Where am I? Why can't I see anything? Not only my eyes, but also sounds and smells, and even the sensation of my body have gone too. Magic Realm Variant, senses sealed. What did you do, Your Highness? Why can't they move? It's just a variant of the Magic Realm. Don't touch them. Without my control, this technique would be hard to maintain if there is external interference. It can only control people at the first level of the pre-celestial stage temporarily. Let me see what this thing is. It needs so much essence blood. Is this what they were talking about? Blood refining bug? In the camp of the Qiliang sect. Hueli, maybe due to some irritation, there has been something wrong with the confusing bug inside Zhang Yi's body. Anyway, since it hasn't been killed, it's not found out yet. Maybe its erosion of the host's brain aroused the host's resistant instinct. No big deal. With the brain-damaged Zhang Yi holding him back, Yan Shirgu must feel annoyed now. Ha! Remember how arrogant he was in the cottage? Everything's under his control? Naive. We're the real master of schemes. Anyway, Hueli, we have to speed things up. I don't want to see that damned Shilan Wave pull an attitude with me in the end. Don't worry. I loathe that either. And the cultivation of the key just goes well. She's powerful physically but as weak intellectually as Yan Shirgu. She'll never know that we just put her on the back burner and may never turn to her except in the worst-case scenario. She doesn't know that Shilan Che is on our side and just gave her some ambiguous information about the Gate of the Moon. And on that day, we'll just need to stall her on the way while our men open the treasury with the key in advance and take the treasures. After that, we'll tell her it's time and take her to the gate. And when she sees the empty treasury, empty, she'll easily take it as the Keswaxy sect's doing. Ha ha ha. I can't wait to see her annoyed face. What a dumbass. Didn't she even think of the reason that we just guarded the Gate of the Moon before she showed up? She even thinks she's indispensable. Our real trump card is your blood-refining bug, rather than the so-called last royal member of the Shilan Kingdom. But that's understandable. After all, she's just a poor girl who lost her memories. And even if she didn't lose her memories, she wouldn't have thought that I had blood-refining bug. She is the last direct royal member, but for the past several hundred years, the branches of the royal family have long spread throughout the entire Shilan Kingdom. As long as my blood-refining bug can get enough blood from the collateral members, it only takes time to refine the pure royal blood. And now, it's almost time. I don't know what the hell is this, but it must be a good thing since the Chiliang sect hid it with great care. So I'll take it. The blood-refining bug looks so evil. And it seems to be tough to deal with judging from their conversation. Silly, I'm even okay with the evil seed. Can this be even eviler? Let me just stab it. The gears of the Keswaxy sect are so powerful, and the Chiliang sect could even cultivate evil bugs. Well, the 9 evil sects. They do live up to their reputation. Huh? Not bad. It could even take my blow. Oh. It's so fierce. It asked for this. Since I can't control it, I'll just kill it. And it seems to be good material for sword refining. Let's see if it can come in handy. If I can refine the sky-sealing sword with this evil blood control art, no one will ever suspect my identity again. Shilan Wei will really be the disciple of the Wendao sect. Demonic art of Moro. Normally, it's not easy to handle this bug. However, it's just something refined by some secret art. And the evil smell of rosefinch is good at dealing with things like this. Evil smell of rosefinch. Huh? No. Someone is attacking the blood-refining bug. Hueli, are you okay? I can't feel the blood-refining bug at all. It was killed. Who did this? It would even take time for an ordinary level 3 pre-celestial cultivator to make it. Pause. Burst. You just killed this bug so easily? The evil smell of rosefinch has thrown this bug off course. If its owner was nearby, he or she might have had a chance to adjust it with the internal power. But now, with only this bug here, it's nothing but a sitting duck. After checking this thoroughly, I'll refine it and the armor fragment into the sky-sealing sword. The Keswaxy sect and Chiliang sect contributed a lot to my sky-sealing sword. Thanks a lot. What's this red stuff? Blood-refining bug shit? Whatever. I'll just put it back and take it as well. Let's leave before these two wake up. Even if the Chiliang sect arrives, they won't even know who did it. Don't be silly. The Chiliang sect is not made of idiots. They will find out this. And why don't we take the initiative to reinforce my image before that? How could it be? Where's the key? I had you guard here. How could this be? Why didn't you send any warning to our station in Shilio City? We don't know what happened. Anyway, we suddenly went unconscious. When we woke up, things had become like this, and the key was missing. Fine, given her various mysterious techniques, these weak disciples couldn't fight against her at all. And look at this note. Even if we could make it, we couldn't stop her from venting her anger on the blood-refining bug unless at the price of our lives. Firstly, you invaded the Shilan Kingdom and bullied my people. Secondly, you buttered me lip but plotted against me behind my back. I'll give you the last chance. If you dare to harm my people again, I'll kill you just like I killed the bug. I mean it. What? She means we should be grateful since she doesn't come to us now? She may be unhappy to see us collecting her people's blood, but we didn't kill any of them, no? She killed the blood refining bug at will and thus hurt you, who was connected to it as its owner. She's so. Stop it. I didn't expect her to be this clever to completely guess our whole plan. Without the bug as the key, we can only rely on her to open the Shilon treasury. Don't get personal. You go back to remove the bugs from all the royal members and heal them right now. We need to make up for what we've done ASAP. Fine, I admit defeat, but I won't give up the Shilon treasury. Let's see if she can resist all my girls alone after getting into the treasury. We're done with all the problems here and only need to focus on the Keswaxy sect. Hope that Yen Ryu is smart enough and won't get tricked. Rest assured. She's astute. Except for you, no one can trick her. But are we leaving Zhou Yinping alone? Will there be anything wrong with him? Of course not. And even in that case, the Keswaxy sect and the Chiliang sect will take care of him. I just need to keep my distance from him and stay out of this. Wait. Why should I keep my distance from him? Got it. He may be another Yi Dao Qi. This is weird. Why do I always subconsciously ignore something important like this? Huh? Someone's in the room. What was I thinking just now? Forget it. It doesn't matter, coming straight into my room? Quite bold. After finishing my work in Mudu City in a few days, I hurried back nonstop to see you again, my princess. Drop the act. This is my room. The Chiliang sect has long dared not monitor me. Well, just in case. Look at you. You just got back from what? None of your business. I told you to stay there to hinder the Keswaxy sect? Why did you come back this earlier? What's the hurry? There. Don't get angry. I've killed one important figure of their plan to open the Gate of the Sun and thus slowed down their progress. And I came to you to deal with our Shinma oath. I've found a way to handle it. 2 days later, in the suburbs of the Imperial City. You even built a fort? I'm not here to provoke you. Why are you so on alert? You've got me wrong, Your Highness. We built this for you so that you don't have to stand on the dust. Hope so. I'm here as promised. Where's my mother? And, Mr. Yan? Tulanja asked me here and I didn't expect you to join us. You must have made up your mind since you're here. Will my appearance change anything? Calm down, Your Highness. The Queen's travel always needs a lot of preparations. We've had our elder go take her here. It won't take long. Preparations? You're just being wary of me. I admire your humor. You'd better be wary of Mr. Zhou rather than me. What if he doesn't want to stay neutral? Guess that will give you a headache. Thanks for your concern. But we've got a way to keep an eye on him. Besides, despite his wisdom, he's all alone. It's not that easy for him to reap benefits in the face of 2 powerful sects. Despite his wisdom, he's all alone? He's implying I'm alone. Ha! Huh? Boom! Finally? Yao Qi, at level 1 of the pre-celestial stage, from the Keswaxy sect. Open. That's Queen Saya, Shilan Wei's mother? I see, with the puppet beasts as the transport, they hid her outside the Imperial City. No wonder Yen Ryu's informer failed to find her. But why is Queen Saya so calm after seeing her daughter? I don't even get any origin points, nod. I haven't seen you for many years, mother. How are you? Who are you? Tulanja said you wanted to see me. What's your purpose? I knew it. The way you talk or act doesn't look like Wei. But you disguised as her and came to the Shilan Kingdom. What is your relationship with her? Where's Wei now? I knew it. They don't know how much I care about Queen Saya. So they can't tell what I will do if Queen Saya asks for help or complain to me about what happened during her capture. I lost my memories after getting injured, and that also changed my character. No wonder I'm now strange to you. But I swore I would always protect you. Nothing will change that. And so, they need Queen Saya to keep her distance from me. It's not hard for a long-captured woman to be wary of me as long as they portray me as a fake with ill intentions. Just rest assured. Queen Saya is so poor her relatives were killed, her daughter was missing, she was imprisoned, and she was probably brainwashed by Tulanja the rebel leader before being taken to me. Actually, she is a tough woman for staying calm after all this. Lost her memories? Good excuse, but it doesn't make sense to me. She's too powerful to be the real Shilan Wei. I haven't thought about this possibility, however, since she's got such a perfect excuse, why did she admit she's a fake in front of me? What a weirdo. Forget it since you don't want to be frank with me. Tulanja said you wanted to see me and make sure I'm still alive. Now that you've seen me alive, I may leave now. Feel free to get down to business. Queen Saya. Ahem, Your Highness, I just told Queen Saya that her acquaintance wanted to see her and didn't talk about your attitude. I didn't expect her to be this cold. Well, I've always been kind and polite to Queen Saya all these years. And given her attitude, I don't think we should force her now. Forget it. Since she is safe and sound, I won't bother to deal with the royal affairs now. Then what about the details of our cooperation? What's the hurry? I've come all the way from Shilio City. I need some rest tonight, right? We'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, let's do as you say. Mr. Yan, please send Queen Saya back. Yao Qi, you take care of this. Yes, Mr. Yan. 2 hours later, somewhere in the Shilan Kingdom. Pop out. I didn't expect there would be a camp of the Keswaxy sect here except in the Imperial City. It would have been hard to find if it hadn't been for following the traces here with 5 elements shift. So far, everything's going well. Since your informer in the palace hasn't found the queen after so many days, they must have hidden her somewhere far away from the Imperial City. Once the queen's identity is confirmed, you will find a chance to keep up. With me staying close to the Imperial City, Yan Shirgu will not dare to leave the Gate of the Sun given other people's realms. They will not find you. According to Huayu, I need to contact him and save the queen with him once I find where the queen is, but it's my best choice to save the queen right now. But it's not the best choice for him. If I were him, I would never act rashly after finding the queen. It would be the safest way to save her after he got the Shilan treasury and the 2 sects left. Given his current choice, it seems that my art worked. I'm just your walkie-talkie. Stop bullying me, walkie-talkie? What's that? Anyway, why does she keep this position? Looks like you found where the queen is. Why you? Yes, I'm now in a valley 30 miles northeast of the Imperial City. Do you need me to tell you the specific route? No need. I know where it is. You look around with 5 elements shift now, and I'll sneak in and meet you there. Sneak in? Just like the last time? This is serious. Don't mess with me. Don't worry. I've got other ways to get in. Slither. This is weird. I've searched this place thoroughly, but why couldn't I find Queen Saya? The puppet beast hasn't got out from the ground before it got here, so I don't think the queen was taken away secretly. And the only place left is, inside the puppet, where I can't get in with 5 elements shift. The queen has been locked up inside it all this time? This is troublesome. Once the puppet is activated, the queen in it will be a hostage. Even Huayu will feel fenced after getting here, and with puppets on alert in the air and disciples on guard in the yard, how will Huayu sneak in? These disciples are no match for Huayu, but their elder in the room will find him once any one of them warns the elder. How could Huayu make it? Huh? He just came in directly. Who's there? Inform the 5th elder, freeze. They just froze all of a sudden? Could it be? See? I've told you it's not that hard to sneak in. Magic Realm variant, senses sealed. It's weird. Why is it so quiet outside? What are those disciples doing? Hiss. Done. If I sense right, there should be no one else here, right? Yes, I've checked around. There are only these disciples of Keswaxy sect guarding the place. I suppose that Yan Shirgu is more concerned about the Gate of the Sun, so he didn't send too many disciples to help Tu Lanzhou watch the Queen. By the way, Huayu, what technique did you use? How did you control a pre-celestial stage master so easily? It's just an illusion that can seal people's senses. No big deal. Illusion? Why do I feel it's like Shinma Sect's technique? But back then, Ge Huayu didn't know this technique, which can instantly make pre-celestial stage masters paralyzed and unable to act. If I turn against him in the future, I have to figure out this technique. Let's get down to business. Since you've checked around, have you found Queen Saya? Sia will. I see, so Queen Saya is probably still locked up in this puppet? Yes, I'm sure about it. I didn't lose her. This place is probably not the real place where Queen Saya is locked up. I don't know why, but it seems that Keswaxy sect just planned to make a brief stop here. So the gears of the Keswaxy sect really can block my moral senses open. Judging from the size, here should be the only place that can hide the Queen. But if Yin Ryu didn't lie to me, why didn't Yan Shirgu hide the Queen in the palace directly if Keswaxy sect had some other things to do here? I feel something's wrong. There must be some secrets that I haven't figured out. Never mind, I'm not going to hide my intention from them this time. So how do we open this puppet? I was going to ask you to open it by force. But think it over, Queen Saya is not a cultivator. If there's a mechanism inside the puppet, I'm afraid we'll put her in danger. In this case, we can only use Keswaxy sect's method. The techniques of Keswaxy sect always need to be carried out with external stuff. Each of their puppets has a corresponding pivot and order, so that the puppets can be lent to their fellows, which is a good way to deploy the forces of the sect. So I think whether this level 1 pre-celestial elder is the owner of this puppet or not, she must have the pivot with her. Since you have controlled her, why not frisk her? Or you can use mantra of hexatic senses on her to let her open the puppet for us. I can't. Although this technique can seal people's senses and make them unable to act, it only has a long-lasting effect on post-celestial stage cultivators. As for pre-celestial stage cultivators, even the weakest ones can mobilize their internal power to set up a barrier. Therefore, the technique can't last long on them. As long as there is external interference, they will immediately recover, let alone use mantra of hexatic senses to control them. If mantra of hexatic senses could do this easily, Shinma sect would have already occupied the world. However, I can't touch her body, but I can try to get some information from her memory with the illusion and mantra of hexatic senses. But it depends on luck if she has the pivot to open the puppet. Open a slit of the sealed senses and free her consciousness. And then guide her consciousness with the heart desire branch and magic realm. Then maybe the most important part of her memory can be shown in the illusion. Come on. Let me show you. I'm in an illusion made by Huayu. When was I dragged in here? It's so real. It seems to be the memory of that disciple of Keswaxy sect. I didn't expect Huayu to have such an ability. I'll leave this matter to you. What matter? Make it clear. Sure enough, to get some specific information, this method is still unreliable. Bang. Swish. Keswaxy sect. Lighting phantom. Pre-celestial stage masters are indeed prudent and alert. The moment when their sixth senses are unsealed, they can react to it and use their life-saving means. Dissipate. Even though I've used the heart desire branch, it still couldn't last long on her. She still woke up. It's you? Fake Shilan Wei, how dare you break into here? So what? I even broke into the palace, let alone this small mansion. Ryu, you go save the queen. I'll keep her occupied and she won't have time to manipulate the puppet. It's weird. Why did her voice sound familiar? Even if you keep her occupied, do you really think you can save the queen? Yao Qi doesn't have to manipulate this puppet to fight. She just needs to send me messages. Is this Yan Shirgu's voice? This. I see. Turns out we've been in the trap at the beginning. The one I met is not the real queen, but a humanoid puppet manipulated by Keswaxy sect. You used this fake to fool me? Has Tulanja ever thought of the consequence after fooling me? Before Tulanja figures out your real intention, he won't dare to show you his trump card. It might be his life-saving card. If it weren't for you using the weakness we intentionally exposed to save the queen, I would not dare to conclude that Queen Saya can be a bargaining chip for your negotiation. Asterisk puff asterisk Yen Ryu's plan fell through. It's no use looking at me. It's not my fault. No wonder I felt her voice was familiar. It turns out that it was she who manipulated this fake queen to talk to me. Fine, you won. What conditions do you want to tell me about the whereabouts of the real queen? Leaving aside her voice, the fifth elder of our sect is good at manipulating humanoid puppets. The puppets in her hands are vivid with every move. It's normal that you haven't seen through it before. As for the conditions, Keswaxy sect only wants one thing from you: give up bet hedging, stop the cooperation with Chiliang sect, and help Keswaxy sect to win the Shilon treasury. You're giving me a general condition. I haven't been involved in the game of getting the treasury. How can I get involved now? Besides, if you just go away when you fail to get the treasury, where can I get Queen Saya back? You don't have to worry about that. This matter does not need to wait until the end of the battle between Keswaxy sect and Chiliang sect. According to the intelligence we got, Chiliang sect has occupied the Gate of the Moon, but they don't have the key to open the treasury. Therefore, they've used a secret technique to produce the blood refining bug to refine Shilon people's blood as the key. I've known this thing long ago. But I haven't found the place where they hid the bug. Since you are still in cooperation with Chiliang sect, it's easy for you to walk around in Shilio City. As long as you can find the place and destroy the blood refining bug, which can quench their hope of opening the treasury, I'll tell you the whereabouts of the real queen. Eh? Can't be such a coincidence, right? So the bug I killed before is the spare key for Chiliang sect to open the treasury? The blood refining bug you mentioned is that blood refining bug? Blood refining bug is a secret technique of Chiliang sect, and it's very difficult to produce one. What do you mean by that blood refining bug? This is indeed a tough task. If you don't have any clues, we can send some mechanic puppets to help you. Well, it's indeed difficult. It took me one whole night, but I solved this matter in the end. This is the blood refining bug? And there's a deactivated blood crystal inside. She even broke the key? It's not easy to refine the key, and it's impossible for Chiliang sect to refine another one. How did you? Well, I have to say it's a coincidence that we were on the same page. After you check it, remember to give me back. I have other uses for this thing. But why? I thought you were in cooperation with Chiliang sect. I was in cooperation with them and wanted to take advantage of their strength to attack the imperial city and drive you and Tulanja out of Shilon. But since we've made a truce, the cooperation with them is meaningless. Besides, if they keep their promise and behave themselves, I won't go against them. But since they tried to play tricks behind my back, I had to teach them a lesson. The foundation of all cooperation is trust. Chiliang sect doesn't even understand this simple truth. They deserve to be retaliated against. I believe you agree with me, right? Looks like that stupid woman Hueli really offended her deeply. She deserves to be the disciple of Wendao sect. She's very overbearing. Don't worry. Keswaxy sect is not like Chiliang sect. We will never betray our cooperative partners. But as I said before, what we can only offer you is the whereabouts of Queen Saya. I know you always have a doubt about why Tulanja, and we can be so sure that you are not the real princess, right? We didn't expect that you would use memory loss as an excuse, but the real Shilan Wet with complete memory will never say anything like saving my mother. Because back then, when the Imperial City was in chaos, Shilan Wei saw with her own eyes her mother's head being chopped off by Tulanja. The queen who showed up in public later was either someone sent by Tulanja disguised as her, or our puppet prepared for Tulanja. Queen Saya was dead? Is that why I can't find her? So Shilan Wei knew about it and deceived us on purpose? The ending has been set from the moment we took the Shinma oath. No, other than that, if the Shinma oath can never be removed, my cultivation in the future. Do you really think I would believe your words? She was merely a former dynasty queen, not worth us Keswaxy sect telling a lie. If I want to lie to you, I could say something else which is good for me. You know it's a fact. Why bother to ask? Perhaps you want to hold the queen and threaten others with her after the treasury thing is done. Keswaxy sect is one of the 9 evil sections. Why would we use such an approach? We still need to show respect to Wendao sect. If you really do, why didn't you tell the truth until now? If it weren't for what happened today, how would I know that you truly wanted to save the queen? Step back. Yen Ryu? Damn it. She was beaten down. I have no idea whether she will do something detrimental to my plan or not. I have to calm her down. Ryu, I know you are confused now, but don't panic. Even though the Shinma oath cannot be removed because of the queen's death, it doesn't mean we have no other solutions for our cultivation. I believe there is a way to get past the Shinma oath in the world. It happened too abruptly. You can leave first if you need space. I will be waiting for you at the courier station out of town after I am done with Yan Shirgu. Don't lose your mind because of momentary confusion. Flee away. By her look, it didn't seem that you asked her to leave because you doubted my words and sent her back to Tulanja to keep inquiring about information. I was wondering when Tulanja got a right-hand man. Turns out you are the mastermind behind the whole thing. It was too sudden to be told that my mother was dead. Knowing that there is no hope of saving her, my partner just overreacted a little bit. I hope you won't take offense. He didn't identify Yen Ryu? Looks like not everyone knows what evil Jade Beauty looks like. But Yan Shirgu has figured out that Urian is her fake identity. Her disguise skill is really terrible. Mother? Are you going to maintain that disguise until now? Even though you made an excuse of losing your memories, since you have the intention of saving the queen, shouldn't you think of revenge after knowing the truth? I will take revenge for sure. I've got Tulanja, and killing him is just like a matter of a snap of the fingers. However, for the long term, I need to solve the dispute over the treasury now. Solve the dispute over the treasury? How? Are you going to open the treasury? Why not? Now that my mother is dead, my previous worries are gone. Chiliang sect has broken its promise, so I will just open the gate of the sun for you and end the dispute here. Land. Mr. Yan, she is here. Alas, quite a lot of people are here. Looks like Keswaxy sect was in chaos for a while after Yen Ryu hurt Zhang Yi, and now people at every level are here to help crack the gate of the sun. I've been feeling creepy since the meeting at the thatched cottage. In case something unexpected happens, I finally decided to approach the gate of the sun, instead of waiting for the gate of the moon to appear. And that's why I took the living corpse leech back from Yen Ryu in advance. I was thinking of meeting Yan Shirgu secretly after saving the queen, but I didn't expect things to turn out like this. Fortunately, the whole plan isn't affected. Even if I can't get the entire treasury, at least I can snatch some good things. I never thought you would really come, which makes me believe in your identity a bit more. Which means you are blinded by your preconceived judgments before. I only hope that you are not posturing. Just watch. However, don't forget our previous agreement. When the treasury is opened, Keswaxy sect will only take one thing from it and not touch anything else. Spurt. Good. Press. The gate is completely revealed. The last step to crack it is directly done. This reaction, she is indeed from the Shilan royal family. Fade, wait. Why do I feel it's changing back? Silent. What the hell? Is it not open? Is there anything wrong with the living corpse leech? Did Yin Ryu switch it, or is this gate opening method unreliable in the first place? No, the gate showed the right reaction just now. There is probably another reason for not opening. Either way, I'll put the blame on them first. What the hell is going on? What have you done to my treasury? Why can't I open it? They seem to be talking about something that I don't understand. I get it. It seems that during the process of cracking the gate of the sun, the mechanisms and formations we added have changed the original operating logic of the lock, so the blood of the Shilan royal family cannot open it. Could it be that the polarization formation at the 6th step has changed the orientation of the original formation in the lock? I don't think so. Perhaps it's that something went wrong when we cracked the lock with force at the 10th step. Damn. I was just saying. I didn't expect that it would be really your fault. Since your mechanisms are the reason, dismantle them quickly and let me open the gate. I can't. Now there are layers of formations and mechanisms nested together on the door, and they were set up by different people. If we demolish them by force, the gate of the sun may be locked up completely, and no one can open it. Currently, it seems that even though you are really Shilan Wei, you have to wait for us to open the treasury as planned. Shit. So after what I have done, it's all in vain. We all didn't anticipate this happening. I can check it again to see if I can get the gate to function properly again. Please wait for another night, Your Highness. Fine. I'm going to meet my partner first, and I will come back tomorrow to ask you for the result. Why, you said there would be a way to get past the Shinma oath. I suppose it's just an excuse that he used to calm me down so that I wouldn't ruin his plan. If there is really a way, why would I have to pay such a huge price to reach the first level of the pre-celestial stage back then? Stop. I racked my brains and used up all my tricks, yet I ended up with nothing. For all this, I even put on a play with that guy for such a long time. In retrospect, it's indeed a joke. Mei Lang, if the Shinma oath can't be removed, I'm afraid that I can't get that thing done for the rest of my life. If so, how can I? There are many things that you can't do throughout your life. Those who blame themselves, heaven or others, are just mediocre and incompetent fools. They are born lowly slaves, and they cannot change their fate. But I believe Miss Yan's fate will never be restrained by a small Shinma oath. It's you? Isn't this masker the man of Keswaxy sect I met when I attacked Zhang Yi? Why did he say that to me? Yes, it's me, Miss Yan. You remember me. I was instructed by Princess Shilan Wei to attack Zhang Yi, and Her Highness has reconciled with your sect, so it's too late to get even with me. Why are you afraid of Keswaxy sect? You are Yin Ryu, evil jade beauty. Back then, you were the first one among the 5 beauties and 5 gentlemen to reach the 9th level of the post-celestial stage. Now you hide behind someone else, echoing and being timid. How pathetic. What exactly are you trying to say? He doesn't sound like the man of Keswaxy sect. Looks like there is an invisible hand behind the issue in Shilan. I just want to tell you that you are way stronger than those so-called talents, and none of the righteous sects or evil sects can bring you to your knees. Criticizing me before praising me. What a boring verbal trick. No matter what he tries to take advantage of me for, I have no reason to be involved in this game now. Why don't I quit? Your ancestor was fighting through his life, killing thousands of enemies and making unprecedented achievements. He never thought someone would usurp the empire and exterminate his clan after his death. Luckily, I found his descendant. Who is he talking about? Yin Ryu, who is that ancestor? You are a child of the Lu family, the princess of the Han Empire. That's ridiculous. Everyone knows that the Lu family of the former dynasty has been wiped out by the Di family. How could I be the princess of the former dynasty? I am an orphan who was adopted by Chonling sect. I can't be the blood of the former dynasty. I won't go easy on you if you don't stop that bullshit. Today's emperor is from the D family. Once there is a rumor that the offspring of the Lilu family show up, it will certainly raise sand. Could it be his purpose to entice me to become the target and attract attention from all sides? The Lu family advocated the water virtue. Every member of the family could resonate with the water wood. Back then, the water wood in the Han Palace even covered the sky, but it was cut off by rebels. Phoenix perches on water wood. This is a dead branch of it. Only people from the Lu family can bring it back to life. Thump. Even if he intends to make things worse, it should be easy for him, a pre-celestial stage master, to get a submissive puppet. But why me? Give it a try if you don't believe me. Thump. Even if it's true. Thump. I've already been in much trouble. Grow. This dead branch. Revived? That's right. It's exactly the same as the ancient records. The waterwood is resonating with you, and the phoenix shows up again. Yin Ryu, you are indeed from the Lu family. What's done is done. I'm just an ordinary person now. Emperor D is ruling the country. It's of no use if you want to take advantage of me to do something. Instead of guarding against me, you should think about your current situation. Thanks for your concern. It didn't worry me before I met you today. Ha ha ha, turns out you don't know anything. That makes sense. You are wise and suspicious. I'm afraid you wouldn't be obedient to Chonling sect if you had known this secret. Do you mean? There you go. That's right. According to the information I got, the Han Empire had been hunting Chonling sect down back then. But one day, they suddenly changed their attitude and treated Chonling sect the same as other evil sects and even supported it a bit. In the same year, someone broke into a secluded small village in the wilderness, but only found corpses and ruins. It was highly suspected to be done by Chonling sect. The last bloodline of the Lu family of the former dynasty lived in this small village, and the D family was searching for them for years but never found them. And then they were all killed. Think about the time you were adopted by Chonling sect. It was almost that time. Meanwhile, you are the blood of the Lu family. Can you figure out something? Huh? Who is there? Boom. Escaped? Stop there. Bang. It's that woman, damn it. Why did she come to me at this critical moment? I didn't expect that the masker would tell me such an important secret. But that woman heard it. Chonling sect will surely change the way they treat me. Now, I found out that they killed my family. With such deep-seated hatred, even if I say I don't believe that masker is bullshit, I'm afraid that woman won't buy it. I was deceived by Shilan Wave badly at first, and then that strange masker told me some explosive information which was eavesdropped on by that woman. All my plans have been messed up. I'd rather never know who I really am. Why does the world treat me so badly? The only good news is that she didn't expose herself. Perhaps she might continue to pretend not to know it. Then I'll take one last risk. Ryu. Master? What brings you here? You are not yourself now. Can the Shinma oath be removed? It might be a bit hard. I was deceived by Shilan Wei. Her mother died a long time ago. In this case, go back with me. Shilan Kingdom is a dangerous place for you. The sect leader may know how to lift the Shinma oath. Now? Aren't we grabbing the power source stone? The power source stone is important, but it's hard for you to cooperate with me as you are uneasy. It's too difficult to gain something from this chaos in Shilan with only the strength of you and me. Compared with the power source stone, your safety matters most. So go back with me. Pause, Master. She's anxious to take me back and doesn't even want the power source stone anymore. Sure enough, it's the worst scenario. I'm fine, Master. Let's move on as planned. I will definitely get the power source stone for our sect. You found it out? Found out what? I don't get you, Master. I know you. You won't have the mood to grab the power source stone until the Shinma oath on you is removed. You are afraid of returning to the sect with me. You must know it. I don't know what you are talking about, Master. Sink. That villain tried to drive a wedge between us. He mixed something completely irrelevant. What he told you is groundless and untrue. Master, I really don't know what you're talking about. I am disturbed by the Shinma oath, and I need some space now. Please excuse me. Earth shift again. My dear disciple, do you really think you can escape? The courier station outside the Imperial City. I won. Ha, you guys lost again. Chinger, your ghosts have no place on their faces to put on a sticker. It's your turn. Don't play tricks. Master, Yen Ryu hasn't come here yet. How about I use the fast shift mantra to find her? Cut it out. Don't try to divert my attention. Stick. She needs her own space now. Don't disturb her. She will come after she thinks it through. HM? Thud. Yen Ryu? Appear. Why you? Help me, Thud. Master? Was she beaten up? Did she meet someone from Keswaxy sect? It can't be them. Yan Shirgu just decided to work with me, so he wouldn't act rashly. Moreover, with the 5 elements shift, she can't be hurt easily. Chinger, get her to the bed to rest first. I'm going out to check. Yes, Master. Ghosts? The attacker is. Grab. Jump. It's gone? What technique is it? Hold. Boom. As expected, when this ghost disappears, it will be completely out of my perception. Just now, I sensed it until its claws got close to me. Looks like it's a ghost which specializes in assassination and can turn invisible at any time. You got something. No wonder Ryu would try her best to get here. You must be Huayu she mentioned, the one who's worked with her in Shilon. Who are you? Yen Ryu's enemy? You can control ghosts. Are you from Chonling sect? It said that Chonling sect is united. How come you want to kill your fellow now? It's none of your business, it's our internal affair. Do yourself a favor, give her to me, and it will save the 2 of us much trouble. What a joke. You are not the boss. You attacked us sneakily without even showing your face. Why should I do what you say? You are courting death. If you insist on keeping her, I'll see how many attacks you can take from Xian Ho. Pause. What is this? Why is Xuanho's will raging? It's resisting my control? Grab. Oh, no. It's too late to flee away. The ghost you are controlling is indeed strong. It can completely hide in the void and only show some traces when attacking. It's a pity that it's too foolish to take my attacks too many times. Come out. No wonder it's a ghost at the 3rd level of the pre-celestial stage. It has recovered quickly. Its claws have no marks of being injured at all. In this case, a ghost isn't the product transformed from the internal power, and it's limited for evil sword spirit to control it. However, the evil sword spirit still helps me to provoke this ghost's ferocity to resist the manipulation of its owner and stop it from using the means of hiding in the void. Slash. Take this. Can you recover again? Shit. It's greatly resilient. It's still alive after being cut by the evil smell of rosefinch. I made a mistake. The evil smell of rosefinch burned the connection. Now it's completely out of its owner's control. Clank. It became much stronger and faster, but it has lost its mind and doesn't know to dodge attacks after being provoked by the evil power. It's easier for me to deal with it now. What have you done to cut off my connection with Xianho? You reconnected with it so quickly. However, have you found that it's still being burnt by my fire? If you don't figure out a way to put out the fire, it will completely turn into ashes within a quarter of an hour, no matter how strong its resilience is. I underestimated you. I can't take you down just with Xianho. But I'm in the dark while you are exposed. You can't protect all the people around you even though you are strong. I will let you know that you can't afford to mess with Chonling's sect. She destroys the ghost, or it's some special means of recycling. You are in the dark while I am exposed? I don't think so. Gather. If you want to hide in the dark, 6 demonic senses, heart desire, searching soul. You have to hide your tail well first. Got you. 10 miles to the west under the barren mountain. That man's cultivation methods are really weird. He could cut off my control over Xianho so easily. It seems that I need to make a plan to deal with him. I'll send more ghost beasts to keep an eye on him. Even if they can't find his weakness, they can make him worried and restless. No matter how strong he is, it's pointless if he can't find my whereabouts. Boom. Surprise. So, who the hell are you? What did Yen Ryu? Hiss. Back off. She escaped? Chonling sect does have something. They have many weird skills and cultivation methods. I can't even find any trace of her with my 6 demonic senses. It's indeed hard to kill a pre-celestial stage master. Chinger, it's chaotic tonight. To avoid any further trouble, you take Yen Ryu away from the courier station. I will tell you where to meet me later. Yes, master. Suburbs of the Imperial City. Yen Ryu. Master, Yen Ryu is here. How is she? Has she shown any sign of waking up? No. She is badly injured this time. I can feel that Mei Lang in her body is also very weak. Hey, wake up. Is she really in a coma, or is it another trick she is playing? Speaking of which, what trouble is she in? Why did even the people of her own sect try to kill her? I don't know either. That woman is about 40 or 50 years old. She sounded quite familiar with Yen Ryu, so I think she might be her master. It's a pity that she ran away before I grilled her. What? Then isn't she going to sneak up on you and attack you again? Don't worry. My strike played its part and hurt her. She won't get near here again in the following days if only she isn't an idiot. Most of these masters who are good at assassination in the world would prioritize not failing over winning. She thought she kept a safe distance, yet she was attacked by me. She will never do anything rash until she figures out my techniques. Now the question is what to do with this woman. Characteristically, Yen Ryu would probably avoid trouble. If she can't avoid it, she would just take it. But she dragged me down with her this time. Looks like she is determined to fall out with her sect. The reason behind this is definitely not simple. Could it be that the revelation of her killing Zhao led to this? Judging from her master's words, Yen Ryu had secretly revealed her plan in Shilon to her sect, which wasn't a good intention. You got something. No wonder Ryu would try her best to off the herb. You must be Huayu, she mentioned, the one who's worked with her in Shilon. Now the Shinma Oath and Chonling sect can't be used to restrain her anymore. Can I still control her and make her follow my commands? How about killing her right now? However, killing her is once and for all, but isn't it too wasted? When it comes to talent and capability, Yen Ryu is undoubtedly the best among her peers. If it weren't for the Shinma Oath, she would have been as strong as Qin Shinzi. She lost Chonling sect as her backer now. If I take her as an assistant to deal with the matters in Immortal Sky, she will be way more useful than Sky 7 and Sky 12. I should insert a heart trigger into her. Only then, I can trust her, but the problem is, with Yen Ryu's personality, it won't be easy to fool her, and she will never buy it. I can only use the traditional way. Before using the traditional way to insert a heart trigger, I must break her obsession. But I am not as experienced as Chi, and I can't see through her heart. I'm afraid it will alert her if I act rashly. Looks like her soul is damaged and she is haunted by a nightmare. Oh, right. Her soul should be the weakest now. If she's in the midst of a nightmare, I can use Magic Realm to dig into her inner consciousness. Maybe I can find clues about her obsession. Point. It will be best if I can find it. If not, then I'm sorry, Yin Ryu. I have to kill you. You have so many schemes up to your sleeve that I don't feel at ease letting you go. Magic Realm. Mental image. This is Chonling sect is slaughtering a village? I heard that Chonling sect slaughtered border villages and used dead people to gather spirits for cultivation. Unexpectedly, I could see it in Yin Ryu's memory. Did she also get involved? Did you see that, Mr. Sure? When I released Xianho, this kid fixed her eyes on it. She is still a baby, yet she can sense ghosts. She is absolutely a rare genius. Well, since her parents and relatives are all dead, how about accepting her as a disciple of Chonling sect and training her? She should be the woman when she was young. The man with her is sure Taipu when he was young? We have the rule that no survivors in every slaughter mission. If she finds out her real identity in the future, it will be trouble for us. There's no need to be afraid. Only you, our sect leader, and I know about what happened today. If we don't mention it, how can she know her real background? If you say so, I won't say something to stop you. Let's leave it to our sect leader to decide. I agree to this matter. Do 11, you became an elder not for long. I'll let you teach her. If she cultivates well, our sect will have one more cultivator at the pre-celestial stage. If she can't do well, you can deal with her as you like. Remember, don't disgrace Chonling sect. Thank you, sir. I will follow your instructions. All right, you are my disciple now. Given that your parents are dead, it doesn't matter what your name is before. I should give you a new name. The surname of my dead husband is Yin, and you are a girl. I'll name you Ryu then. From today on, you are Yin Ryu, a disciple of Chonling sect. So this is Yin Ryu's story. Her entire family was exterminated and she was raised by her enemy. That's too miserable. So dramatic. Wait. All the information I see in Magic Realm is from Yin Ryu's memory, which should happen when she was a baby. How could she remember it so clearly? The scene is blurring and distorting. Is she waking up so soon? No, I'm still in her memory. It was a dream within a dream just now. Did she concoct that vision in her dream? Or does she really remember everything about her infancy and conceal it deep in her heart for years? I was dreaming again. Didn't I say anything in my dreams, Mei Lang? Haha, thank goodness, I didn't. Otherwise, I will get in trouble if Master discovers it. Master! There are full of ghosts on the wall. It's probably some means of Chonling sect to monitor their disciples. But to place the ghosts in their rooms, I don't know if Yin Ryu is the only one being monitored or if every disciple is being monitored. No privacy at all. So creepy. We'll have a test for our training today. I'm scared of it. Master said I'm talented. But I can't catch up with my senior Zhaoshi when it comes to the speed of progress of cultivation. His ghost in dark hell has taken shape. Ghost control technique is the only technique I'm good at. Master said that I am uneasy and distracted. She won't teach me new techniques until I get my state adjusted. If I'm not good enough and can't do any help for the sect, Master will definitely. Thud. Sigh, my ghost control technique is still unstable. Master, she was quite miserable when she was little. Sigh, the person who is pitiable always has something worthy of blame. She was worried all day. It's not surprising that her cultivation didn't go smoothly. Yin Ryu. Master Do 11 is back. Go to Ghost Valley now. Deep breath. Master is back. Let's go, Mei Lang. Emerge. Master, I found out something strange. Mei Lang should be in her initial period at this time, so she couldn't have wisdom and spirit. But she looked livelier in the dream, and she can even communicate with Yin Ryu. Let's keep up and check it out. Chunling sect is specializing in cultivating alone. Ghosts are our companions along the way of cultivation. They are tools as well as faith. So don't take your ghost as a toy. Cultivators don't have to do such meaningless things. I'm talking about you, Yin Ryu. Your ghost won't respond at all when you talk to her. You just made the whole thing up. Don't be so childish. You are not a little girl anymore. Sorry, Master. The test begins. Line up and do it one by one. Turns out it's only the show she put on. I thought Mei Lang had wisdom and spirit at this moment. She just tried to play games to relieve her pressure, but unexpectedly, her every move was being monitored. Now she got scolded. It's too bad. The mode of teaching of Chunling sect is really cruel and depressing, huh? Master, help me. You've been cultivating for 5 years, yet you still can't control the ghost and suppress its instinct of ferocity, and you are even suffering backfire. What a loser. Master, don't you save him? Save him? It's too late. He has been assimilated by the ghost. Even if he is saved, he can't continue his cultivation anymore. But it doesn't matter. The biggest difference between our sect and others is that we don't abandon those disciples who lose their qualifications. Their ghosts will become the power of their peers, and their souls will reach the end of the path early. Death during the practice of ghost control technique is a normal occurrence. You will be guided by our ancestors and return to Chunling sect. Remember, don't take life too seriously. There is no difference between life and death. Death is just another form of existence for us. When you are alive, you can refine ghosts. When you die, you can keep protecting your peers in another eternal form. We will all end up on the same path and become a whole. Therefore, except for your peers in the sect, others are all burdens for you. You can discard or kill them as you like. This is Chunling sect. Oh my God, these kids would actually believe in these dark lessons. What a deviant sect. They were studying in an isolated environment and were brainwashed since childhood. It's not surprising that they would believe in this bullshit. Yin Ryu is an exception. She is supposed to have some wisdom, otherwise, she wouldn't have the memory of her family being killed and have the ability to resist the brainwashing of Chunling sect. She has born hatred, yet she has to accept her enemy as her master and grow up in such a distorted environment in Chunling sect. Her current disposition is understandable. Crack. Ah, what's going on? Yin Ryu is awake. It's a short memory. But I seem to have found some keys to controlling her. Open eyes. Why you? It's me. Where's my master? So you were hunted down by your master? I fought her off, and she won't dare to come over again for a while. Thank goodness. Thank you for saving me. Don't rush for that. Tell me what exactly happened. I thought Chunling sect was united. Why were you hunted down by your master? It's my fault for being careless. I haven't cleared their suspicion of me in the Shimo Dark Tunnel matter. Besides, I didn't help my sect in the conflict with Shinma sect and even started to alienate myself from Chunling sect, so my master suspected me and followed me all the way here before I found it out. So it began with the Shimo Dark Tunnel matter. It seems to have something to do with me. When I knew that I was deceived by the real Shilan Wei and my Shinma oath would never be removed, I felt very panicky, and at that time, my master found me. I gave myself away a bit out of carelessness, making her realize that I had bad intentions towards Chunling sect. It shouldn't be just a bit. You seem to have exposed me. Your master is not easy to kill. Things about Shilan treasury will become more complex. Huayu, I didn't have other choices. I had to explain why I came here, so I didn't conceal the things about the Shinma Oath, Shilan treasury, and the Power Source Stone. However, I didn't expose your identity to my master. She only knew I worked with you without knowing who you are. It's not that you didn't want to, but you had nothing to reveal. That should be the truth. If her master knew I was Ge Huayu of Shinma sect, she couldn't treat me like that. Since you told her about the Shinma Oath and the Power Source Stone, I can't figure out what flaw you revealed that made your master think you had ulterior motives towards Chongling sect. And this flaw even made her have to hunt you down. I said something that I shouldn't say when I was unsettled, which can let her give up the Power Source Stone and take me back to the sect. I think she heard those words. I felt being caught. Huayu, do you believe that some people are born with self-awareness? Half an hour later, at that time, my master realized that I was a precocious child. Although she didn't realize that I had memories of my infancy, she became stricter with me. Since then, I became more and more cautious in Chongling sect, as if treading on thin ice every day. Until I was the first one to break through to the 9th level of the post-celestial stage among my peers and got praise, my master reduced her control over me. When my peers went outside, they usually played the bully in the name of Chongling sect. But I've rarely regarded myself as part of them, as I have always remembered what Chongling sect had done to my parents. You have been hiding this secret for many years. Why are you exposed this time? The death of my parents has always been a nightmare for me, and I've buried it deep in my heart. But this time, the fact that the Shinma Oath cannot be lifted rattled me so much that I just wanted to find a secluded place to vent my emotions, and I did find the place to pour everything out and restore my mood, but I didn't expect that my master would be there in the dark and hear everything. That's too bad. Poor you, she is really unlucky. Damn, would bad luck be contagious? I also feel that I've been unlucky. Now, I can't go back to Chongling sect anymore. So, the real reason that you killed Zhaoshi is because he killed your family? You lied to me before? As long as I am alive, Chongling sect might go against me because of that matter. What happened today is the best proof. Only by weakening its strength and enhancing my status in it could it be possible to eradicate this hidden danger. So that's why I've been willing to cooperate with you even though I know that you are not Ge Huayu. Aren't you afraid that I will kill you? Entwine. Never mind, although the matter about Ge Huayu is a secret, it's no longer relevant now. Huayu, your sword has a strong evil aura. I couldn't stand it even though it just reached my skin. That's why I can pretend to be the disciple of Wen Dao sect. Huayu, if you are not going to kill me. What do you mean? Take off. I am possessed by the insoluble Shinma Oath and expelled by my sect. I have no way out now. I'm afraid that I won't survive the hunt of Chongling sect without your protection after tonight. Following you is the only choice for me, and what I can repay you is my body. I can protect you, and I don't need you to throw yourself at me. Do you think I'm not good looking enough? You are evil Jade Beauty, one of the 5 beauties in the Han Empire. How could you not be good looking? Among the beauties I have seen, you are one of the prettiest. So, you are impotent? Shut up. Put on your dress. You can't blame me for thinking of that, since you said I am pretty but you don't want me. You came from Chongling sect and experienced such horrible things. Surely you would think that people approach you with a purpose and everything in the world is about interests. Don't overestimate yourself. In terms of cultivation, you are weaker than me. You don't have any support from any force now, and the treasury matter is fully under my control. What do you have that is worth coveting now? From the perspective of interests, I should kill you. However, I choose to help you, just because I want to do so. So you don't need to pay any price. As for the Shinma Oath, there may be a way to get past it. You can do it. It's actually quite simple. The Shinma oath is to prevent you from making a breakthrough when cultivating. If so, you can give up cultivation but use other ways to improve your strength. It's a fundamental solution that will not be affected by the Shinma oath. For that, I have two options for you. The first one is sinking secret seed. This is the top treasure of the main techniques that I will give to my followers. With this seed, your cultivation will completely rely on me. If my cultivation gets promoted, so will yours. And the Shinma oath will be nothing to fear. You know my strength. It's just a matter of time before I reach the multi-celestial stage. If you take it, even if you don't cultivate, your cultivation realm will improve automatically. You will get stronger without doing anything. What do you think? I can get to the top with you? But I've gone through a lot, and I don't believe there is such a thing as a free lunch. I need to pay a price that matches its benefit, right? Clever. It does cost something. As long as you take this seed, your life will be in my hand. If you dare to do something against me, you will be destroyed only by one thought from me. I have had enough of being controlled. Back off. Even if you just want to help me, I don't want to live such a life anymore. I don't think you would like it either. So I have another option for you. The people from Chonling sect are good at controlling ghosts, but you guys refine ghosts with humans. The ghosts aren't intellectual enough to cultivate themselves, and that's why they would be stuck with the Shinma oath. My second option is to make you a psychic through a ritual, and then you will split a guardian spirit. You can let it do cultivation. That's also a way to get past the Shinma oath. That's how Ling BR game about. This solution does not work so quickly, but there are no side effects. Here is the material. I can assure you that there are no tricks, but I'm afraid you won't buy it easily. Anyway, you can think about it carefully. You ought to understand the material as you know ghosts well. I won't say anything more. I am going to deal with something in the Imperial City. You should stay here since you are injured. We'll talk later. Don't worry about your master. She has been badly injured, and she won't dare to come again for a while. Did Yin Ryu really intend to throw herself at you just now? Was it a honey trap? You can say that. But I don't think she really wanted to seduce me. If I said yes, Yin Ryu might have prepared herself to go with it. But if I really had done something just now, I'm afraid I would have completely lost the opportunity to control her. Judging from her memories, her obsession is probably that she believes no one in this world would be nice to her without asking for anything in return. She sought protection from me by throwing herself at me. If I accepted it, her obsession would only be further reinforced. With her personality, even if she becomes my woman, she will have other schemes or even stab me in the back. Yet, conversely, if I follow this obsession and break it, I can get a chance to insert a heart trigger into her. After that, there will be nothing to worry about when staying with her. That's why you emphasized that she had nothing worth coveting. You are really good at psychological suppression. Where did you learn all this stuff? But wasn't it enough to offer her moral seed? Why did you offer her the psychic plan? Because Yin Ryu would never choose moral seed. She is paranoid and cautious. It's a waste of time and intelligence to deceive her. And it's not convincing if there is no comparison. If I only offered her the psychic plan, even if there was no trick, Yin Ryu would be suspicious, and it would waste my time. If I offered her a scary moral seed plan and let her know that I had put everything on the table, when I offered her the psychic plan, she would be more likely to take it. As long as she accepts the psychic plan, it won't be long before I break her obsession. Huayu should be very confident in his techniques. And since he has witnessed the reason that I've gone against Chonling sect, he should have corrected his understanding of me. Otherwise, he wouldn't do that just now. He is really an arrogant man. I could only play this little trick to fool him, and it worked well unexpectedly. An incomplete truth is no different from a lie. You were useless when you were alive, but your deaths helped me. Dad, Mom. It's so good that you are dead. Honey, let me get in first. This cellar can only accommodate one person for hiding. You go elsewhere. I am your wife. How can you desert me? Fuck off, I shouldn't have married you. You crazy bitch. When facing a disaster, you guys started blaming each other and wishing for the other one's death. Looks like we will gain a lot this time. Madam, please let me go. Kill her if you want to. Please don't kill me. What did you say? Stop crying. It's all your fault. Your crying led the robber here. I should have strangled you. Did you see that, Mr. Sure? When I released Xianho, this kid fixed her eyes on it. She is still a baby, yet she can sense ghosts. All right, you are my disciple now. Given that your parents are dead, it doesn't matter what your name is before. I should give you a new name. The surname of my dead husband is Yin, and you are a girl. I will name you Ryu then. I don't harbor any resentment toward my parents for trying so hard to survive. After all, self-preservation is the first law of nature. They had only themselves to blame for being too unlucky and being targeted by Chonling sect. I wouldn't take revenge on Chonling sect for such a boring, petty thing, but it's a pity that the old woman didn't believe me at all and gave me a hard time. No one in the world is worthy of trust except myself. My parents were trustless, Chonling sect is trustless, and so is that mysterious masked man who told me my origin, and Huayu is also trustless. However, compared with the masked man with an ulterior motive, Huayu is more trustworthy as I know him better. It's the second time that Huayu had no interest in my body. It seems that my previous tests are indeed correct. Is Huayu really a good guy under his sinister cover? It doesn't matter. It will do me good if he is really a good man. Now I should study this book and check if it's as remarkable as he said. The title of this book is really tongue-twisting. After I went back to the Imperial City, I confirmed with Yan Shirgu and was told that the Gate of the Sun could not be restored to its original state, so they can only continue to crack it with the Keswaxy sex method. What a pity. I made such a big move last night, but Keswaxy sect didn't send anyone over. Turned out they were troubled by the bugs that Chiliang sect had already planted in their bodies, so they didn't have time to care about something else. Master, you are amazing. Chiliang sect doesn't dare to do such a thing to you. Not everyone is as sensitive as me. Moreover, their bugs only make the people of Keswaxy sect irritable. It wouldn't cause much real damage, but only hinder Keswaxy sect from cracking the Gate of the Sun, otherwise, they would have discovered it long ago. Here we are. I didn't expect Chiliang sect to endure for so long and use it until now, but it was at the right time. So the cracking progress of the Gate of the Sun can't catch up with that of the Gate of the Moon, right? I am not sure. But I can tell that Yan Shirgu is kind of confident, otherwise, he wouldn't dare to let me go back to Shilio City. Isn't he afraid that I would get in from the Gate of the Moon? Master, didn't you tell him that you worried that Chiliang sect might do something desperate if they couldn't find you, so you must stay in Shilio City to pacify them? He would bring it up even if I didn't. Instead, I'm a little worried that he would crack the Gate of the Sun beforehand, and I'd gain nothing. However, what Chiliang sect did today eased my mind. They are also a hard nut. Master, do you think Yen Ryu's master would affect the situation? No, her master came here alone. Even if she notifies some helpers of Chonling sect to come here, they won't make it. Yen Ryu isn't in the cave. Where is she? I see. The technique of psychics is based on the soul of one's own, and then the soul will split into a unique guardian spirit. The guardian spirit is connected to its owner's soul yet with independent wisdom and spirit. I've never heard of most of the materials for the ritual, but by the shapes and functions from the supplement, I can find their replacements. Maybe because they are all related to ghosts, most of them seem to be able to be replaced by the food for Mei Lang, and the rest are not rare. There are many local merchants in Shilon, so it won't be difficult to collect them. I should dig in further. Get past the Shinma oath and let the ghost cultivate on its own. This method doesn't seem to solve the problem thoroughly, but it matches the techniques of Chonling sect. From my experience, the way to nurture a guardian spirit can be completely combined with the method of refining Mei Lang. If I can make the guardian spirit inherit everything from Mei Lang, I will gain one more trustworthy ghost, which can even cultivate on its own. It may not be slower to increase my cultivation level through it than to do it on my own. Yin Ryu, I've been looking for you, but you are enjoying the foot spa here. Huayu, I have finished the material you gave me. So? Thank you so much. Pounce. I just got the news that the annoying bug has played its part, greatly slowing down the progress of the Keswaxy sect cracking the gate of the sun. It's a pity that the bug can't transmit too complex information. Otherwise, we can know every move of them. Chiliang sect's base in Shilio City. You can't have it all. The annoying bug is the most difficult to be noticed and the weakest. It has no other functions except for disturbing emotions. Otherwise, it would have been caught by the Keswaxy sect a long time ago, and it would not play a role at this critical moment. Shilan Wei said she went to the Imperial City to save her mother but hasn't come back yet. Do you think there is any incident? What if she works with the Keswaxy sect? See, she won't. They don't trust each other. She will come back. Madams, Princess Shilan Wei is back. As I expected. Thud. But madam, the moment she was back, she went straight to Shilan Che's mansion, put up a note of no visitors. Chiliang sect, fuck off on the door, and kicked out all our disciples there. What did you say? How dare she? Hueli, she's already lorded it over us. Calm down. A little impatience may spoil our great plan. After the gate is opened, we'll get even with her. Your Highness, you have offended Chiliang sect. Will they retaliate against you? So what? I have shown much respect for them as I hadn't gone to fight them head-on. By the way, Chiliang sect suddenly began to remove poison and bugs from the royal members in the city, and everyone is recovering. And Mr. Zhou sent you invitations. Now that you are back, I'll have someone to reply to him, tell him I'm not available, so I won't go and meet him. He has sent several invitations. What did you say, Your Highness? You are going to reject Mr. Zhou? I only love handsome young men and have no interest in old men like him. I'm very busy now. I don't have time to put on a play with him. Rather than dealing with that guy, I'd like to play with Yin Ryu. Master, you rescued Yin Ryu from her master and gave her the technique to deal with the Shinma oath without asking anything in return. Reasonably, she should have regarded you as a good guy. It's a good start. What are you worried about now? A momentary kindness may have changed her impression of me, but it is not enough to transform her outlook. For her, a good man is the same as a fool. She threw herself at me, being grateful, but I didn't receive any positive emotional feedback. Even if she had a bit of gratitude towards me, such a faint feeling is not enough to generate any origin points. So she will never learn to be grateful. Isn't what you have done for nothing? That's why I have to be careful about my attitude towards her. I can't get rough with her, as her master is a warning. Nor can I be too gentle, or she will push her luck. I need to find a balance. Ouch! You hurt. Me, Huayu. Why are you here? Didn't we agree to meet at the usual spot? Why did you come here and even try to make a sneak attack on me? I can't wait. And I just wanted to pull you into the alley to talk, but you were so rude and violent. It would be awful to be seen by so many people on the street. I have already collected all the materials for the psychic ritual recorded in the pamphlet you gave me. Although I can complete the ritual alone, thinking that it was given by you, I'd like to ask you to be a witness. It will be better if you can protect me by then. You've collected them all in a few days? How's it possible? It took me lots of time to collect the materials in the Tonling world and the boxing world. How did she get it done in such a short time? The point is she didn't even leave the Shilan kingdom. I can't believe that. It's no big deal. Would you like to take a look at the materials improvement plan that I have sorted out? Isn't it a little thicker? The pamphlet you gave me is very detailed about the nature of the materials, yet many of them cannot be obtained due to the current environment. So I made some improvements. Most of the materials can be replaced by things that I usually feed Mei Lang. And what was lacking is not rare, and I've collected them on the way back to Shilio City. I am confident in it, but I am not sure if the ritual still can work with these improved materials. So, pure essence stone is inclusive and suitable for forging a container to blend all materials. However, sand ore has the same feature with higher stability. So can pure essence stone be replaced with sand ore? Eager to learn. The main materials of yin and yang are all herbs. Can the same effect be achieved if they are replaced with animal bones or internal organs with the same feature? Incense ash can be used as a blender, but if the incense ash from the Wushang sect is added, will it cause an imbalance between yin and yang? And the top blood jade, turtle shell, with the spell, Yen Ryu has delved into the psychic technique. Even I have never thought about such deep problems. So, if we hold the psychic ritual in a perfect place, it may be easier to succeed. It is no longer a psychic technique. Yen Ryu has adapted the original one and created a new technique that suits her well. She is amazing. I can't get it. It's good anyway. She adapted it herself, and she won't be too suspicious to try it. However, if she does it all by herself, I'm afraid that she may not be grateful to me much. Instead, she may think that she earns it on her own. I have to get more involved. Yet, I can't be overly passionate. Otherwise, it will arouse her suspicion. Your improved plan is totally different from my original one. Are you asking me to better your improved version? Why you are so capable. Please help me. I will surely repay you. I will do anything for you in the future as long as you need me. I can't put on airs and boss her around. It may make her rebellious, mistakenly thinking that I am manipulating her, which will do no good in shattering her obsession. You don't have to do that. It never occurred to me that you would go this far about the psychic ritual. All right, let me take a look at the version that you have improved. Why you? Theoretically, pure essence stone can be replaced with sand ore, but except for blending, pure essence stone can also absorb sedimental impurities and purify bath of ultra-yin energy. That's why sand ore can't replace it. As for the herbs of yin and yang, it's because herbs are easy to concoct, which can save time. If you don't mind, you can replace it with something of the same nature. Blood jade, spell, incense ash. Why do you want to use incense ash from Wushang sect? Luolu City. It's done. The necessity of the psychic ritual, the best formula of bath of ultra-yin energy. I thought that making changes to the formula without consulting him would cause him to resent me for not trusting him, but I was surprised that he was still willing to help me improve it. I have repeatedly checked the final version, and it's perfect. Mei Lang, if only people in the world are as nice as Huayu. Yen Ryu, Mei Lang, it's time to go. Taking advantage of the time and place to maximize the characteristics of bath of ultra-yin energy, I've never had such an idea. The formation is done. And with the chi gathering formation to prevent the chi in the bath from dissipating, it's just like a pressure cooker. Luckily, you are at the pre-celestial stage. Your body is stronger than those who are at the post-celestial stage. I believe you can withstand it. Huayu, what are you doing? What is a pressure cooker? I'm refining my sword. It's almost ready. Get in, and I will cast the spell. Don't you watch me complete the psychic ritual? There's no risk through the ritual, so you don't need my protection. Get in quickly. I'm going to cast the spell. You can ask Mei Lang to do so if you are worried. I'm afraid I still need to count on you. Mei Lang can't speak. If Master doesn't watch her, I'm gonna, Mei Lang, don't cover my eyes. Back then, the Lord Tai of Salvation. Eh? Huh? Master, the psychic bath's gone crazy. What? The effect of bath of ultra-yin energy is so strong that it has materialized the psychic power into tentacles. Don't move. I'm pulling you out right now. Go on. Cast the spell. Don't stop. Huh? Master, don't let her effort fall short. Just listen to her once. I'm going to keep watching. That's the point, right? Okay, hang in there, Yin Ryu. It was you who changed the formula, and it was also you who asked to keep it on, so don't blame me if there will be any side effects. His mighty divine power blessed the 10 realms in all directions to save all sentient beings from their misguided ways. Basking in his grace for the first time, all beings rejoiced like the blind regaining vision. Originating from nothingness, his power surmounts. Ah! To end all sufferings and overcome all evil, Yin Ryu? Are you okay? I am fine. There it is. It's a blue ball. Here. My guardian spirit. My exclusive guardian spirit. It will never betray me. Although it is very similar to the guardian spirit embryo, this ball should only be a cover of psychic power. Break the cover, and the thing inside is your guardian spirit. Why you? I am so happy. Thank you. Pounce. Dress up. Don't always pounce on me. You squeezed my breasts crooked last time. Forced to come between them. If so, you just need to adjust them. Don't be so mean. Do you think they are bottles that you can just pick up after tipping them over? Ha ha. She already got the guardian spirit, but I still didn't get any positive origin points from her. A little gratitude will also do. She is indeed an ungrateful woman. Looks like I have to please her. No, that's not right. I can't do that. If I did that, she would think that I just covet her beauty, and she would not have any positive emotions. Giving her the cold shoulder won't work, and being too kind may not be effective either. I can't get involved, but also can't completely withdraw. I can't appear too dominant, but I can't be too passive either. Damn. What else can I do? Shit, I am so pissed off. I am dying to kill her for good. Crack. Let me see what it is. Wow. Master, this guardian spirit is similar to the little owl that didn't manage to swallow me. The effect of the enhanced psychic bath is equivalent to the update of Spirit Herald. Yin Ryu's qualification seems to be no better than mine. Why you? Is there anything wrong with my guardian spirit? Basically, it's fine, but its capability. Is it weak? Ahem, it's not a problem. As long as you train it well, it will become strong over time. Yin Ryu is from Chonling sect. Theoretically, she should be gifted as a psychic. How come she refined such a useless guardian spirit? It frustrated me. Master, you used to refine the sword so fast. There are not many materials this time, but why do you slow down? I'm not refining the sword. I'm just making use of the means of swordsmanship to analyze the nature of these two treasures from Keswaxy sect and Chiliang sect, while considering the following plan to deal with Yin Ryu. Huh? According to Huayu, the guardian spirit can become strong as long as I train it well. But it's too slow. I'd better try to let it inherit everything from Mei Lang. I have some ideas, but I'm not sure if it will work well. I will lose them both if it isn't handled properly. Miss Yin, you got a good place to hide. I've been looking for you. It's you again. I have made it very clear that I have no intention of tracing my family background. Please stop pestering me. I am a descendant of an official of the Liu family, and I mean no harm to you, so you don't have to be so wary of me. I am not interested in your dream of revival. Even if you want to use me to do something, I will not play along. You don't want to accept your family background just because you are afraid of being hunted down by the D family. However, every coin has two sides. Compared with the advantage of the Liu family's bloodline, the trouble it causes is just nothing. The other day, I was interrupted and failed to give this thing to you. This is an aquatic elderberry. You should resonate with it. It definitely does you no harm. As for its function, it can completely stimulate your potential and release the power that you have accumulated inside your body in one breath. What? My level is promoted to the second level of the pre-celestial stage? Evil Jade Beauty, you are indeed powerful. Your potential is so great, and you just got one level up instantly. I do find the right person. Clap. Don't worry. I have set Shinong's spell of centerless dust, which can isolate this place for a while, so your improvement won't disturb anyone. Take this goldenrod pendant. As long as you don't fight with all your strength, you are still at the first level of the pre-celestial stage to others. Just by resonating with the aquatic elderberry, you can improve your cultivation level. This is the power of the blood of the Lu family. You mean, as long as I can stimulate the bloodline power, I can ignore the Shinma oath and get promoted to the third level or the fourth level of the pre-celestial stage, or even to the multi-celestial stage. It just released the power that is suppressed in your bloodline. You still need to cultivate on your own to get promoted. Cultivate on my own? Does it mean that I am still restrained by the Shinma oath? Indeed. However, it is not unsolvable, if only you are willing to work with us and do something to Princess Shilan Wei. Knock at night. Why you, open the door. I have a big surprise to show you. What surprise is it that makes you stay up at night? Did your fox turn into a fairy? No. It's me who has reached the second level of the pre-celestial stage. Surprise. It's the reward for giving you away. What? Let's get in and talk. You know, you've offended many people, but this one is not simple. He is an official of the Lu family from the former Han Empire. He is targeting you. You mean, the mysterious man who stopped you from killing Zhang Yi in the Imperial City before came to you again and tried to convince you to turn against me? Exactly. He asked me to take you to a shabby temple at the top of Sikuan Mountain thousands of miles away. Apparently, he has set some traps there to deal with you. He wants to lure me into a trap. But I didn't expect you to tell me the truth at once. Don't you covet the benefits he promised? After all, he is more generous than me. He helped you level up to the second level of the pre-celestial stage without you even doing anything for him. It's because of my powerful bloodline power inside my body, and he just took advantage of it. As for the solution to removing the Shinma oath, it is bait to get me to work for him. It's hard to tell whether it exists or not. I wouldn't fall for that. Once I plot against you, those people will ask me to do something else again. They will never stop until they make full use of me. Compared to those suspicious people, I trust you more. You are nice to me, caring about no personal interests, which I always bear in my mind. It is worth the psychic plan I gave you. I don't buy it. You didn't offer any positive origin points at all when you said you were grateful to me. However, it never occurred to me that you are a royal of the former empire. So compared with me, the fake Princess Shilan Wei, you are a real princess. Don't make fun of me. The D family has ruled the Han Empire for hundreds of years. What's the point of being a former princess? That mysterious man claimed to be a former official of the Lu family. He came to me and proved my family background, yet revealed no further information. How about you help me take him down and question him about the truth when he shows up next time? No problem. It's no big deal. Thank you, Huayu. Yen Ryu didn't let me down this time. I sensed something wrong, but I indeed didn't overhear anything due to that mysterious man's means. Even if she made it up, I can't verify it. But if I were her coming to confess, I would only have talked about something personal without saying anything about the plot. The question is why this mysterious man is targeting me. When did such a person appear in Shilan Kingdom? Judging from what he did, I don't think he is from Chiliang sect or Keswaxy sect. Is he Zhou Yinping's man? After all, that guy was Huh? What did Zhou Yinping do to me before? Damn. I often forgot things these days. What's wrong with me? Why you? I am wondering what you are going to do. Since he wants to make use of me to lure you up Sikuin Mountain, I suppose he doesn't dare to fight you head on. But it should not be an ordinary trap. There is likely to be something special on the top of Sikuin Mountain, which can pose a threat to you. Otherwise, he wouldn't choose such a remote place that it's hard for me to make up an excuse. Anyway, after the matter about the treasury is done, you will not be Shilan Wei anymore. It's better to save trouble, so how about not going this time? If I don't go, they will know that you betray them. Why you? They won't. They are unlikely to think so even if you don't go there. After all, the place they chose is too remote. I need to avoid arousing your suspicions, which is not easy. All the more reason I need to go. They have prepared it for so long, going to all this trouble to tempt me over. Wouldn't it be a waste of their work if I don't go? Besides, I really want to figure out what they are up to. Will anything bad happen? Don't worry. I'm experienced in fighting alone. One day later. Unknown temple at the top of Sikuin Mountain. If I guess it right, when I step on this platform, something will be triggered, right? Pause. If you want to fight me, don't act like a coward hiding away. Get out. Gather. How could such conspicuous things as the formation and the stone platform escape the notice of a smart person? If the trap only begins to work until you step into it, then this trap is very low level. Your Highness, you are clever, but you should know. There is always someone who is cleverer than you. Rumble. This familiar feeling. Could it be? Miracle sign? Bang. Gather. Dissipate. Disappear. I didn't expect that they would go to such great lengths to take me down. If it weren't for using the method I employed when I met Su Min, I am afraid that I would have ended in tragedy. Master, it was horrible just now. I could do nothing at the moment. Luckily, I blew it up quickly. Otherwise, I couldn't get myself back. Judging from that attack, his cultivation level must not be low. Fortunately, you have improved your cultivation after getting trained. As long as you don't fight, even if you possess someone else's body and pretend to be a pre-celestial stage master, no one can see through you. But the thief who was possessed by you and turned into Shilan Wei's look just now has completely disappeared from my perception. If I guess it right. Thud. He should have been taken away by that miracle sign. To somewhere we don't know. It's a substitute? She is quite cautious. It's a pity that you leaked your Ainchi just now. Which enables me to locate you. Shit, he can find me at a distance. You must be kidding me. The effective range of this miracle sign is too wide. 6 moral demons, I am afraid, the power of this miracle sign is stronger than that of the sect leader. I should not mess around again. I have to get out of here. Substitutes are of no use. Almighty capture. You can't run away, Your Highness. Withdraw. Blaze. Huh? Origin point gain shock, 0.01 points G Genia. Pierce. Origin point gain depreciation, 0.01 points G Genia. Diffuse. Bang. I failed. The chosen talented seed you found really got something. In particular, when she was captured, the mysterious flame she released could make me lose control of the power of heaven and earth for a moment, during which she broke free. Just that moment of weakness, she was able to escape from you? She couldn't escape if we fought head-on. However, I cast Miracle Sign cross space with the earth vein formation you set in Sikuin Mountain, which was quite limited, so she escaped in the end. The fleeing art she used was majestic without any evil aura. Her speed was even faster than some pre-celestial stage masters with flying techniques at the 4th or 5th level. I am so impressed. Even you are impressed by her fleeing art. I'm more interested in her now. Looks like I need to make some adjustments to the plan. Think hard. Like I said, don't be obsessed with the chosen talented seed. I know. Luckily, she didn't know who was attacking her all along. Even if she made a guess, she would gradually forget it under the influence of Confucian doctrine. So it has no effect on my original plan. Holy shit! Finger of Nirvana. Master, are you all right? I'm fine. The evil smell of rosefinch almost drained me. And I'm worn out by using the fleeting sword with all my strength to run away. I really made big trouble this time. Ha ha ha. I didn't know how powerful a miracle sign was when I saw the sect leader use it, but when it was used on me, I could feel that it was overwhelmingly strong. Luckily, it seemed to be limited. If it really had no limits, I am afraid I would have to use the teleportation magic circle to transport myself back to Marching Sect. Phew, there are no more dark clouds here. Since it's so powerful, will you be in danger if you deal with it next time? If it could be used anytime and anywhere, he wouldn't have gone out of his way to let Yen Ryu trick me into going to Sikuin Mountain. The formation on the mountain top is obviously not completed in a short time. I remember that he provided origin points once. I haven't thought about it carefully as I was busy running. His name is Ji-Jinya, wait. Ji-Jinya? It's the name tied to Zhou Yinping. Right. Zhou Yinping. I should have suspected him a long time ago. Compared with the origin point of greed before, it is self-evident who is behind this game. Why did I not notice it before taking action? No, I didn't forget it. There's something that has interfered with and suppressed my thoughts. Oh, no. The vigilance and sense of crisis in my mind are fading. Master? What are you doing? I never thought I would be pinned down in my best field. I didn't realize my senses and thoughts were disrupted. Zhou Yinping, Ji-Jinya, what evil means you used? If I hadn't reacted fast, I am afraid that I wouldn't even know what was wrong when the information of the origin points disappeared this time. Zhou Yinping? Right, didn't you suspect him before? That's strange. Why do I recall that until now? I've fixed my vigilance and suspicion towards him with a heart trigger. Influenced by me, you can be freed from his bizarre interference too. Master, Zhou Yinping came here a long time ago, and he should be up to no good to the two evil sections. Will there be problems with the Shilan treasury? It should be not serious even if there is a problem. Otherwise, he wouldn't have painstakingly plotted against me in advance. It will save him much trouble if he kills me and the two evil sects in the Shilan treasury. The only thing I can't figure out is why the two names sometimes showed up together, and sometimes there was only Ji-Jinya. What's going on with these two guys? A clone? A possessed soul? So what are we going to do next, Master? It's simple. Since Zhou Yinping is trying so hard not to reveal his real purpose, I will bring this rat face to light and make the two evil sects deal with him. I believe the two sects will have methods to deal with his interference after knowing the truth. Mr. Yan, there is a confidential letter for you. A letter? From whom? I don't know. It just appeared out of nowhere. The fight over the Shilan treasury is actually secretly manipulated by Zhou Yinping? Zhou Yinping has stayed at the thatched cottage, plotting. He seems to have no intention but has played tricks secretly. Your vigilance might rise when you are reading this letter, but it will fade away after a moment. Something goes wrong. The thought in my mind really disappeared. How? I have never noticed this means before. When was it used on me? It's conspicuous that something has been concealed. Something is wrong with Zhou Yinping. A few days later. Have you heard? Something happened again in Ikwa. Ikwa? Isn't it close to here? I remember a scholar built a thatched cottage and has lived in seclusion there. Exactly. Last night, a group of foreign masters surrounded the cottage, and they fought shortly afterwards. The passers-by said they heard the roar of a giant snake and saw fog fill the sky. When it was dawn, the ground around the cottage has become an abyss with no bottom in sight. That's horrible. Why you? How did you do that? What do you mean? So the person who came to me and asked me to plot against you is Zhou Yinping's man? You made him gain nothing and even figured out who he is. Most importantly, I can't figure out how you notified the two evil sects in such a short time and let them put their grudges aside and join hands. It has little to do with me. I guess the two evil sects just came to realize that they had been deceived. After all, Zhou Yinping is devilish cunning. These two evil sects are quite decisive. I thought they would investigate the sender of the anonymous letter before taking action. It surprised me that they joined hands to flatten Zhou Yinping's residence without any hesitation. Master, do you think Zhou Yinping has been dead now? I don't know. But I don't think he would die easily. Even if the two evil sects planned to attack him without his knowledge, it would still be too difficult to defeat a master at the 4th level of pre-celestial stage in the wide open space. But it doesn't matter. It didn't cost me any effort. The harder they fight and undermine each other, the easier for me to get the fruit in the end. Master, you are smiling like a bad guy. I knew it was you. Beep beep beep. Huh? Is it the message box that Keswaxy sect gave you? It began to beep a few days ago, and now the sound is becoming more urgent. Crush. So noisy. Stop it. I won't waste my time putting on a play with them in the Imperial City. They can just come to the Gate of the Moon to fight me if they dare. Huayu is quite capricious. Master, are you not going into the treasury through the Gate of the Sun? What if they do have opened it? Keswaxy sect isn't that kind. Even if they do open it, they won't tell me but monopolize the treasury. The messages they sent are probably just to trick me into going to the Imperial City, because they are worried that I would enter the treasury through the Gate of the Moon, which will do good to Chiliang's sect. I don't have time to run back and forth placing bets, so I will only choose the one that I am most sure of. If nothing goes wrong, the Gate of the Moon will be opened earlier than the Gate of the Sun, and Keswaxy sect will stand no chance. But any evil sect should not be underestimated. Any incident may happen. Fall down. Hueli, monitoring puppets from Keswaxy sect in this area have been pretty much dealt with. The city lord has also got everything prepared. But Shilan Wei hasn't come yet. Doesn't she? No, she's already come. Land. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Her Highness spent some time picking me up. I brought Mr. Yu here and let him pick a few treasures he likes in the treasury. Are you okay with it, Grand Elder? Sure. Your Highness can bring whoever you want here. We will never get in the way. That's good. But why do I feel you got more people here? Could it be that all pre-celestial stage masters except for your sect leader are here? No, we just dispatched some men over to prevent Keswaxy sect from making desperate moves and breaking the agreement. They set out from the sect early and happened to arrive here lately. Right. By the distance between your sect and Shilan Kingdom, it's obviously impossible to be a temporary decision. I thought it was a move against me. I'm glad it's not. But another thing. I heard that you suddenly led your people to the Peace Cottage before and had a fierce fight against Zhou Yinping. Why did you do that to an honest and kind-hearted scholar all of a sudden? I don't know the details, but your internal power is irregular. I'm afraid that you all have got internal injuries, right? I heard that Keswaxy sect was also involved. How is Zhou Yinping with so many people fighting him? Is he dead, or did he escape? You don't look well. I'll stop asking then. I am just a little worried if our agreement is still valid without Zhou Yinping as a mediator. It's not necessary. We reached the agreement before the meeting at the thatched cottage. It's just The so-called agreement should be observed by both parties. If either party plays tricks, it will only erode trust between them. For example, if Your Highness secretly colluded with Chonling's sect and tried to get them as support. Though interestingly, I heard that evil jade beauty is a breathtaking beauty in the eyes of men. Unexpectedly, you are also so charming and desirable when disguising yourself as a man. You have a keen eye, Grand Elder. Looks like it's ridiculous for me to come in this costume. But don't worry. Her Highness and I are just acquaintances without Chonling's sect involved, let alone the intention of intervening in the treasury matter. I surely believe it if you said so. After all, it would be too hilarious if you alone can be regarded as strong support. That's mean. I'm telling the truth. Don't you want to change your outfit? I guess it's not very comfortable wearing it, right? Ha ha ha, that's true. Please excuse me for a second. Don't worry, Your Highness. Our sect won't stop evil Jade Beauty from going with us, and the previous agreement is still valid. But, Crawl. Chonling sect has a bad reputation. You'd better be cautious. I know that. You don't need to sow discord between us. Did this old woman figure out Yen Ryu's identity herself, or did Yan Shirgu give me away? I'll say no more if Your Highness doesn't like it. The Gate of the Moon should be about to appear. Your Highness, please come with me. In short, these guys from the evil sects can't be underestimated. Emerge. Oh? Is this the Gate of the Moon? It's not far from what I imagined. It's reasonable that Your Highness feels familiar. Back then, out of curiosity, Your Highness entered the treasury through this gate. It's a pity that Her Highness has lost her memory. We can only count on you to lead us to this mysterious treasury. Okay. I am not a royal, but I got in there with the former king a few times. It's no big deal leading the way. In another quarter of an hour, when the moon is full, this gate will be stable. What comes next is Your Highness opens the gate with your blood. Huh? What are you looking for, Your Highness? Nothing. I just heard the wind howling. I stood Keswaxy sect up, yet they didn't come to attack the Gate of the Moon. Are they going to intercept us halfway? Or did something happen to the Gate of the Sun? It's opened. Mr. Yan, the treasury is opened. I successfully accomplished the mission. All the talisman locks have been cracked, and the Gate of the Sun has been successfully opened. I have confirmed that the passage is stable. Everything goes well. We can enter the treasury at any time. A few days ago, you woke up from your coma and promised me that you would open the treasury before the Gate of the Moon was opened. So I changed my mind and waited in the Imperial City. Now you really did it. Good job. Due to your hard work, the Gate of the Sun is finally opened. I'm flattered, Mr. Yan. I just pass my order. Everyone acts according to the plan. Yao Qi, you take most of the post-celestial stage disciples to clean up the palace. Kill Tu Lanja and his subordinates. Kill all those who may be related to Zhou Yinping. Yes, Mr. Yan. The rest, follow me to the treasury. The Gate of the Moon is opened as well. Chiliang sect will definitely be out there in force. In this case, let's meet in the treasury and see who is the one having the last laugh. Oh? Is this the Shilan treasury? I only knew the Shilan treasury was vast with complicated terrain, but I didn't expect such a scene. You may not know that it's a treasury in name only. It actually refers to the ancient city in front of us. Just because our ancestors named it treasury, it has never been changed in subsequent generations. In order to protect it, the founding king of Shilan Kingdom, who obtained this ancient city, ordered people to build a mausoleum in it after his death and even put all the treasures of the city into his mausoleum. The successive kings didn't find other places to store their treasures, but simply used the founding king's mausoleum as Shilan Kingdom's treasury. Ancient city? It's not different from the information I've investigated these days. This place was one of the secret spots of the Grand Light sect in ancient times. Compared with Shimo Dark Tunnel that Shimo sect left behind, perhaps this majestic city can only be regarded as a treasury in the eyes of those mysterious ancient sections. It's a pity that it's been a long time. Even if there is something of value, it may have been taken away a long time ago. All right. You'd better stop talking about these trifling things. Take us to the mausoleum quickly. Okay, I'll lead the way. Please follow me. Not far ahead is the Founding King's mausoleum. But the entrance has been locked by another mechanism. It's not as complicated as the Gate of the Sun or the Gate of the Moon, and it doesn't require royal blood either, but I'm afraid it's not easy to open as we don't have the key now. It doesn't matter. We have the way. Later, I will enter the mausoleum first to search for what we are seeking. Your Highness, please wait outside for a while. I'm fine with that, but I'm afraid it won't go as smoothly as you think. Bang. That sound, could it be Puppet Nine-Headed Snake? Yan Shirgu. I thought the Gate of the Moon would be opened first, so I rushed here with my people. I didn't expect you to be so slow. The Gate of the Sun was opened so fast. How is it possible? Things change, always full of surprises. Your Highness was indeed decisive to choose the Gate of the Moon. I am wondering what you think of seeing us coming here. I'm not surprised. Wasn't it obvious before? However, you guys came in so soon. Isn't it too coincidental? I don't mean anything else. Just think about it, everybody. Will there be such a coincidence in this world? Don't be made use of someone with ulterior motives. I have a reliable solution to this treasury dispute. Do you want to hear it? I think your Highness is more like one with ulterior motives. You know who I'm talking about. Stop making fun of me, Grand Elder. Oh? How reliable is the solution you are talking about? I'm kind of curious. At the end of the day, you're merely fighting over a treasure in the treasury. Now it is close at hand, but in fact, neither of you has a crucial advantage. If I'm not mistaken, neither of you wants to have a deadly fight on the spot now, do you? If so, why not adopt a fairer approach? When the mausoleum is opened, the two of you get in there at the same time, searching for what you are seeking. Whoever finds it first owns it. It's so simple, direct, and effective. It's not a game, Your Highness. How could the loser accept failing to find the treasure just because of oversight? In the end, we will still fight over it. That's why, except for the two of you, all other disciples must guard the door to avoid someone taking the treasure away. Thud. The city lord and I will be the notaries for this competition. I will hit whoever breaches the agreement. I believe you know that neither of you can take on two opponents at once while grabbing the treasure. If so, well, it's indeed a solution. I don't know what you are looking for, but just go ahead. Step. Step. Your Highness, are we just watching? Of course. It's a deal. We need to keep our promise. You and I are notaries this time. Just watch. Yet, do you think the two evil sects will abide by the agreement and compete fairly? Well, I don't deal with Keswaxy sect much, but according to their ways of doing things, I am afraid that they will have a hard fight in the end. Indeed. It is common for people from evil sects to fight each other and seek benefits. Saying get them a common enemy. Clank. Boom. Boom. Thud. He was possessed? That's impressive. But Mr. Zhou's cultivation method doesn't look like the Confucian one. The aura of evil god. I'm surprised that Your Highness can see through my identity. So you proposed fair competition just to make the two evil sects deal with me? Smash. You tell me. Very clever, Your Highness. So they suddenly turned against me before. It was also your scheme, right? I just gave you something in return. You know what I mean. That letter was sent by Your Highness? If you had known about it in advance, you should have told us earlier. Although you uncovered his identity now, fighting him hastily is too. Cut the crap. Unlike the cottage, the treasury is an enclosed place. We may be able to keep him here. Mr. Yan made the point. Grand Elder, don't be so pessimistic. We have got him trapped and we three against him alone. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. We will definitely take him down. Mr. Zhou, what do you think? What do I think? I think we should calm down. Don't you want to see where the most precious thing in this treasury is hidden? This is. Open. What a strong aura. Could it be flameless holy fire? Burn. It doesn't take me much effort to get what I want. I've never thought it would be so easy to get it. Bang. Thank you all. Never ever meet again. Flameless holy fire has been taken away. Go after him. I can't believe they let him run away with the treasure. What useless people. They wasted the chance I created for them. Go after him. The treasure has been taken away. Keep up with Grand Elder. Anyway, Zhou Yinping is indeed strong, and he also has Ji Jinya, who is even more terrifying. I am wondering if the two evil sects can withstand it when he reveals this trump card. Flameless holy fire is thrown out temporarily, and the other treasures here. They are all ordinary treasures, which are of no use to pre-celestial stage masters. That makes sense. Even if there were good stuff, it would have been taken away long ago, unless it is put in a special place like the Power Source Stone under the protection of the Shilan royal family for years. Master only wants treasures with a special aura. Don't pick ordinary jewels and weapons. The Shilan royal family was so stupid and didn't have a keen eye for distinguishing really priceless treasures. Otherwise, Zhou Yinping wouldn't have had the chance to snatch away flameless holy fire. Huayu, the two evil sects have gone to chase Zhou Yinping. It's empty outside. You. Huayu, you. It's better than none. I want to see if I can get any good stuff. Huayu, you knew Zhou Yinping possessed Shilan Che's body a long time ago. How did you know that? Well, I have my way. In order to inquire about the details of the treasury and not get lost after coming in, I asked Chinger to use truth mantra on many nobles in Shilan. Tell me, how many wives do you have? Shilan Che was one of them. The conclusion was that although he had some personal motives, they didn't have a significant impact on our plan, and what he feared the most was being dragged into the treasury matter and becoming a pawn. But last night, he suddenly changed his attitude. He didn't refuse Chiliang Sek's request for him to lead the way, and in fact, he even displayed a proactive attitude, which was completely contrary to his original intention. The most possibility for such a huge change in one day is he was possessed by someone else. In that respect, I am an expert. Zhou Yinping played such a trick on me, which is like teaching fish how to swim. No one else, apart from Zhou Yinping, has been involved in this game. Although I was not so sure of it, in that situation, I would never let him go even if I killed the wrong guy. Why didn't you pretend to know nothing and use his trick against him? Perhaps you could get flameless holy fire. Whoever gets flameless holy fire is the target of all. If I take it, I won't have a chance to use the two evil sects to deal with Zhou Yinping. In the end, the three of them will fight me together. It's better to let them fight each other, just like now. Huayu, you are so smart and thoughtful. I am inspired. Don't touch me. Just talk. I was just trying to get close to you. You spoiled the atmosphere. Don't speak in a coquettish tone. I can't bear it. Master, I didn't find anything special. They are all ordinary treasures. As expected, there are too many things. Just put them aside for now. After all, we don't have a place to store them now. We will figure out how to take them away when leaving. The Shilon treasury is a little unworthy of its name. The Shilon royal family throughout history has never had pre-celestial stage masters at all. It makes sense that there is no good stuff for pre-celestial stage masters in this treasury. The key is this ancient city. According to the information I got, the Shilon royal family has never set foot in some places in this ancient city because those places are filled with Inchi. People who are under the pre-celestial stage will definitely die if they get in. So, there must be some undeveloped places inside. The place where the power source stone is stored is also one of them. Shilon people never take it out for better use, but they only put it in the original place and offer it to others. To some extent, it can be described as a generous gesture. Is there any treasure in there that is equal to flameless holy fire? It's hard to tell. All right, go down to business. You said you want to get into the treasury and find a burial place. Now that I have brought you in, you are free to go and find it yourself. I'm going to dig the power source stone while the two evil sects are dealing with Zhou Yinping without extra time to consider me. I'd better follow you. After all, you know a lot more about the treasury than I do. I still have some questions for you, whatever. You can follow me if you want to. But let's make it clear first. If there are some good items, we can share them according to what they are. However, if it's a power source stone, it must belong to me. Don't try to play tricks as you don't have a sect to return. What are you talking about, why you? I don't dare to do that. Humph. Dash. Boom. Crack. Fly away. Oh, I didn't expect you even have the puppet tiger here. That's one of our greatest puppets. You are really well prepared. Come on. You must have a similar arrangement in the Gate of the Moon, no? But we've got a new enemy to deal with now. Well, say no more since we are in agreement about this. Let's work together and fight him. We'll never target each other unless we get rid of them. Okay. Oh, Master, they just keep chasing Zhou Yinping and it seems they're getting further and further away. As expected, the two sects had prepared in advance to block the door. Zhou Yinping has no retreat now. This is getting more and more interesting. But they also prepared all this to deal with you. Haven't you thought about how we were going to get out of this afterward without Zhou Yinping? Why bother? We've got Zhou Yinping to take all this for us anyway. Let's go. I think I know the general location of the power source stone after observing the surroundings for a while. Since the two evil sects are too busy to get in our way now, let's get our hands on the tangible benefits first. Ancient City Center. The reliquary on the altar in the center of the ancient city. Here we are. Are you okay? Ugh, I don't feel well because of the dense Inchi here. Come on. You're from the Chonling sect. Some Inchi discomfort you? This is humiliating. Look at me. Nothing wrong, and I even feel perfectly at ease. You're so powerful. I'm not that strong. There should have been a fierce battle in this area back then, and many pre-celestial masters had died here. Otherwise, Inchi wouldn't have affected the weather. No wonder Shilon people didn't come in and take away the power source stone. The overwhelming and ferocious Inchi here is so intense. Even if someone at no higher than the second level of the pre-celestial stage came in, they wouldn't fare well unless they specialized in this. Those post-celestial cultivators would even die in a few seconds. It's not that Shilon people don't want to get the stone, it's just that they can't. Well, with the unique environment here, there should have been a real fierce spirit long ago. But along the way, I've never seen a single post-celestial spirit, let alone a pre-celestial one. This has something to do with the power source stone. Grand Light Sect. The ancient sect set a spirit-suppressing formation with the stone right here, so no spirit or ghost would be born here. Otherwise, evil spirits rather than the Shilon people would have occupied the ancient city. And this city wouldn't have been the so-called Shilon treasury. Pity that the formation here had long been somewhat ineffective because of the lack of maintenance during the hundreds of years. It won't last long even if we don't take the stone away. Why you're so knowledgeable. I only know the inside of the Shilon treasury used to belong to a great ancient sect, and there may be a burial place here even with my informant's several explorations here. But clearly, you know much more details. Admire. Stay away from me. I'll get the power source stone now. Drop the act. I don't get any positive origin points from you. You're just fooling me. Bang. Huh? Why you split the stone with too much force? No way. The power core stone is not that fragile. And even in that case, where's the other half? The reliquary was intact when we arrived, and I don't find any trace of someone else here. Could the stone be incomplete in the very beginning? But how could the formation work in that case? That's impossible. The Marching Sect's power source stone became inactive after it was broken by Wei Rudeo, and it took the sect leader a lot of effort to repair it. It can be, as far as I know, the power source stones work whether they are complete or incomplete. Only the sect gate formation needs a complete one to activate, and maybe for other formations, incomplete ones would do. All right, I don't know that. However, the power source stone is always split and separated to set a formation, and one single fragment doesn't make any sense. Look for the other fragments. As long as the Grand Light Sect set the formation in a way I know, you must get the other ones in the city. Other fragments are also in the ancient city? No, the power source stone is so special that I can't sense anything unique on it. I can hardly find the other fragments with 6 demonic senses. Chinger, get all your ghosts out and have them search for the fragments for me. Okay. Huh? Master, I can't summon any ghost somehow. Why there's something wrong with the Inchi here, and ordinary ghosts or spirits couldn't survive here. If other places where the fragments lie are like this, I'm afraid. The power source stone isn't the Keswaxy sect and the Chiliang sect's priority, but they do attach great importance to it. I think you'd better keep an eye on them and you may find something. They should get similar information to me and go straight here for the stone. But their real masters are chasing Zhou Yinping, and the ordinary cultivators dare not come here. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been so peaceful here. But with so many of their men here, some are likely to look for other possible treasures. I'll go to them and see if I can get anything. I'm not going with you. I've had a good look around, and I'm pretty sure this is the burial place I'm looking for. What exactly do you want to find the burial place for? I'm working on the method to transfer Mei Ling's power to the guardian spirit to improve its own power. With so much fierce qi, it's great to study that here. All right, keep working. I'm leaving. Hide yourself if someone powerful gets in here. Got it. See you later. Does she want to merge Mei Ling and the guardian spirit so that Mei Ling can be her guardian spirit? Just like me? Maybe. But the Chonling sex method is totally contrary to the way you became my guardian spirit. I don't know what she'll get in the end. It doesn't look promising to me anyway. Yin Ryu is a tough nut. I plan to work on winning her over after my business in the Shilon treasury is done, but I've come up with an idea after seeing what she did just now. What is it? I helped her a lot before, but she always took the lead. So I'm dispensable to her. Without my help, she would have just achieved her goals less easily. And in order to prevent her from overthinking, I've always refrained from getting too involved and thus failed to impress her or get positive origin points. I even got stupid useless negative points like shock or fear from time to time. It turned out that I can interfere in her business doesn't mean that I'm important to her. To win her over, I've got to do something that she can't do. But she looks confident, and she's so talented that she could even create a new psychic technique based on the old one. Except for breaking the Shinmaos, what else could she not do? Let's see what method she'll work out then. Her cultivation method has something in common with the psychic technique, so she made it. But according to my observation, the cultivation of guardian spirits and her sex ghost refining method are completely contradictory. I don't think she can easily make it this time. Anyway, I won't offer to help this time. I'll generously lend a hand when she asks for help after a myriad of setbacks. I allowed her to be in charge before, so I always played the passive role. I'll take the initiative and steer her in the direction I desire this time. You bad boy. I'm starting feeling sorry for her now. She forced me to do this. Ouch. Mr. 2, we found that fragment of the power source stone. Our two sects have long agreed that whoever gets the treasures here first will own them. You've crossed the line. You are at the first level of the pre-celestial stage, and your fellows are just at the 9th level of the post-celestial stage. How dare you challenge me? Do you think you are qualified to do so? Boom. You are too weak. You can't even leave a scratch on my puppet snake. Chiliang sect is really declining. Cough. Mr. 2, you are a senior at the 2nd level of the pre-celestial stage, but you are hiding in the puppet to fight us juniors. You are not qualified to mock our sect. Kid, you irritate me. It may take some effort to kill you, but dealing with your fellows who are at the 9th level of the post-celestial stage will be effortless. You've gone too far. I was wondering where the annoying noise came from. Turns out it is a worm squawking. Who is there? Have you asked for my permission before fighting and smashing in my treasury? Are you Princess Shilan Wei, whose validity of identity is still questionable? This is an internal affair between our two sections, Your Highness. You'd better keep yourself away from being injured by mistake. You seem to have a little misconception about me. Are you new here? Little girl, I'm losing my patience with you. If you don't leave now, don't blame me. Boom. Cut open. What? She destroyed the armor of the puppet snake with only one strike? How is it possible? I hate the guys who hide in the rear and put on airs. Old bastard, get the fuck out. Wait. Your Highness, calm down. I admit defeat. I admit defeat. That's good. Remember not to be cocky from now on, or else I will beat you up. Princess Shilan Wei is really what she appears to be, showing her true nature to everyone. I should have been happy seeing Princess Shilan Wei beating Tu Shenping, but why do I feel sorry for him? Your Highness. I am Zhu Yufei. Thank you for helping us. Your Highness, you are pretty and kind. We are very sorry for misunderstanding you before. You guys didn't run away? What? It's good. Otherwise, I would have to take some time to get you back. Huh? Both of your leaders have promised me that you only take the flameless holy fire, and the rest in the treasury is mine. But see, what have you done? Hand over the fragments of the power source stone. Who took it? I heard you talking just now. This fragment is too small. Do you hide part of it? Your Highness, this is what it looks like when I found it. Mr. 2 can testify. Your Highness, I only got such a size of the fragment. Shouldn't my family's power source stone be intact? How come it is broken? I have no idea. It shouldn't be like this theoretically. Mr. Yan said we are not powerful enough to go to the original location of the power source stone, and he told us not to go there for the time being. He just asked us to explore the ancient city and see if there are some treasures that were not collected by the Shilan royal family. We just looked around. The treasures here surely belong to Your Highness. Even if I get one, I will hand it over to Your Highness. You learn fast. Can you find any other fragments? I dare not fool Your Highness. We didn't know that the power source stone would break at all. The one in your hand was accidentally discovered by my disciple with some luck. As for the rest, I only know that some must be in a place with full chi in the center of this ancient city. What about Keswaxy sect? We are not as good as Chiliang sect at finding things, Your Highness. None of you know about it. Things will be difficult then. The armor of the giant snake and the blood refining bug are top active materials, but it's not easy to analyze them. I should reduce the difficulty a little, starting to research the gears and the bugs made by low-level disciples of Keswaxy sect and Chiliang sect. They are good targets, but forget it. I've forgiven you already. You may go now. They are too submissive, answering what I asked and giving me what I wanted, which makes me feel embarrassed to bully them. Forget it. I'll wait for another group. Hope to meet someone unbending. 2 hours later. What did you say? Xilan Wei said we took the rest treasures and broke the agreement, so she intercepted our men and snatched the fragments of the power source stone. If our disciples didn't have a fragment or said something harsh, she would directly frisk them. She even took away bugs from some disciples. She also did the same to Keswaxy sect. She seemed to be more interested in mechanisms and dismantled many puppets of Keswaxy sect. That bad girl. But what's it with the fragments of the power source stone? Didn't I tell you not to go to the center of the ancient city for the time being? We were just doing some normal digging. We either got nothing, or little pieces of the power source stone. As for the center of the ancient city, none of us dares to go there without your permission. The Shilam royal family really squandered all the treasures from the ancient sect. The fragments of the power source stone, Shirgu, should we go to the city center to check it out? And that girl, should we find her out and give her a warning? It's nothing but a means for the ancient sect to cut the power source stone into pieces to set up some kind of huge formation. The one in the city center probably has been taken away by the princess. I don't think you should worry about what happened there. Zhou Yinping has been away for 2 minutes. Flameless holy fire is way more important than power source stone. The gate of the sun and the gate of the moon are guarded by the elders at the 3rd level of the pre-celestial stage of our 2 sections. Besides, I put a separated bug on Zhou Yinping. He can't escape. Zhou Yinping can't escape, and neither can that little princess. No matter how many treasures she has found, she can't take them away, so there's no need to worry. That's right. You can hit on a good idea occasionally. Tell our disciples who are excavating the ruins to act together. Avoid meeting Xilan Wei and don't fight her head-on. Yes, madam. Xilan Wei, you will be my next target after I deal with Zhou Yinping. Master, there are still many fragments missing. It doesn't matter. Let's take it back to our sect leader. She should be able to repair it. If I keep snatching, I'm afraid that the 2 evil sects would leave Zhou Yinping alone and come to fight me. It's done. Sure enough, reducing the difficulty can work. What I need next is patience. All right, Chinger. Pick up the treasures on the ground. We're going back to Yen Ruyu. I'm so nervous. If she succeeds without you, you can't win her over anymore, right? Fingers crossed. I hope that she won't succeed easily. Master, Inchi here is so strange. I don't feel well. Bear with it. Yen Ryu has been staying here for so long. Oh. She is about to get rotten. Master, she seems to be in a bad mood. Shoo, easy. I am in a good mood while she is not. You are back, Huayu, Chinger, what are you carrying on your shoulder? Materials to refine my sword from Chiliang sect and Keswaxy sect. They insisted on giving them to me, so I took them all. Your shameless look is so what? So handsome? You have a great taste. All right. Carry on with what you were doing. I'm going to refine my sword. An hour later, Master, why does she keep in a daze but not ask you for help? Easy. Yen Ryu is more anxious than me. It's just a matter of time. If I actively go to solve her problems, she won't be grateful. All methods that I could think of have failed. I almost got my chi deviated because of the disturbance of the Shinma oath. How about asking Huayu? He didn't get angry when I improved the formula of the psychic bath before. I suppose he also won't be angry this time. However, the idea of combining Mei Lang with the guardian spirit is too bizarre. He may not have any good advice either. I'd better ask him. Maybe he has some ideas that can inspire me. Huayu. Yes? Have you done? I've run into some problems when researching, so I'd like to hear your advice. Do you have a way to combine Mei Lang with the guardian spirit? Oh? I do have a way. You know how to do it. But it's still not very mature. After all, it only happened once. I have no idea if it can work for you. I can tell you the way, and it's up to you whether to try it or not. In the beginning, my guardian spirit was only an stupid ordinary owl, just like your fennec fox. Later, I met Chinger, a ghost of beauty. After my repeated experiments and some coincidences, I finally combined the two together and created my guardian spirit Chinger. Chinger was a ghost of beauty before? I really didn't see that. What do you mean by that? Humph. My method is to make the owl swallow the ghost of beauty. It was a bit contrary to common sense, but after that, Chinger's consciousness covered the owl's consciousness, probably because the owl was too stupid. Swallow directly? Turns out to be so simple. I overcomplicated it. I know what to do now. Huh? Holy shit. I haven't said anything yet. How could you get it so quickly? You are just as unreasonable as Xie Dao Yun. Go. Swallow Mei Lang. Pounce. Bite. Huayu, my guardian spirit, can't swallow Mei Lang. You understand nothing. I shouldn't have believed you. I thought she really understood it. The point is not to be swallowed. That's the last step. You have to figure out what the key to being swallowed is. The swallowed one needs to be willing to do so. Your fennec fox is as wise stupid as my owl. As long as Mei Lang is willing to do so, they can complement each other and merge into one with Mei Lang's consciousness dominating. So the key is Mei Lang, huh? Mei Lang, what are you doing? Didn't you say Mei Lang needs to be active in being swallowed, so? Stop it. I won't say a word if you interrupt me again. Okay. Mei Lang needs to be active, but not under your control. It's Mei Lang herself who has the will. That's to say, Mei Lang must have wisdom and spirit, the real ones, not just animal instinct. To let Mei Lang have wisdom and spirit, the technique of Chongling sect to refine ghosts is to eliminate their spirits so that they won't attack their owners because of their ferocious instinct. Huayu, how did you train Chinger? Although she seems not to, she's much better than Mei Lang. Can you teach me? You'd better hope that Chinger doesn't get it. Master, what are you talking about? Fine, she really doesn't get it. In order to make Chinger wise enough, I made so much effort that some of my hair even got gray. Chinger has mastered the skills. It should be no problem for her to guide Mei Lang. Humph, I'm a leader of 100 ghosts. Guiding is my thing. Chinger? Indeed. Every time Mei Lang was with Chinger, she would be livelier. Maybe Chinger can really do it, but you have done so much for me. I can only offer myself to you to return your kindness. Pounce. Stop it. I don't need you to do that. To put it bluntly, I am more interested in confirming my assumption. If you can succeed, it's worth helping you. Anyway, Chinger will guide you later. I just told you about the method. So that's what you mean by counting on me. However, why do I feel something is wrong? Good girl, that's your illusion. Don't worry. Chinger will guide Mei Lang well. But we need to find a peaceful place with abundant yin qi. This is an inauspicious place where we can only nurture evil spirits. We will get into trouble if we do it here. Well, that's my shortcoming. I only know how to find gloomy places that are filled with furious evil aura and stagnant water. Fine, come with me. If I am not mistaken, there should be a great place in this ancient city. The founding king's mausoleum. By the way, how is your fox doing now? It can't fight, but can it follow any simple instructions? I have been feeding it well, but it only knows how to shake hands. If I don't give it some snacks after shaking hands, it will forget how to do it and I have to train it again. It has no wisdom and spirit at all. There's really nothing I can do. It's really not smart enough. However, after Mei Lang merges with it, Mei Lang's consciousness will become the dominant one. The fox's consciousness won't have much effect on Mei Lang's nature, so it's not a bad thing to be stupid. Nature, Mei Lang only has the most basic instincts. If she really has wisdom and spirit, she will be like a newborn kid. Will she become stupid after merging with the fox? Why are you looking at Chinger? Chinger is not stupid. She is just simple and good-tempered. After becoming my guardian spirit, she acquired some habits of the owl. Stop imagining. What? Are you calling me? Besides my hard work, all necessary conditions made it possible for Chinger to obtain wisdom and spirit. What we need to do now is to replicate this process. Thanks to the encouragement from my friends, I can become who I am. Whisper I miss my friends and by Ming Ming so much. It sounds like raising a kid. Ghosts are simpler than people. They hate and they love. Nothing different from kids. Doesn't your sect appreciate that and thus refine evil ghosts? Haha, you are right. Here we are. Let's go. Let's see if you can make it this time. Well, what has happened? Why is everything gone? It seems that after we left, someone took away all the collections of the Shilon royal family. Puppet beasts of Keswaxy sect are big enough to contain a lot of collections. They dug out the power source stones and grabbed my treasures. I shouldn't have been polite to them if I had learned that the evil sects were so untrustworthy. It's all gone. I should have asked the ghosts to move the treasures away if I had known it. Why you're so into it? Why do you care? Those mundane things can improve our cultivation base. Indeed, but they can be exchanged for money. Even if they are of no use to me, the Shilon kingdom has been undermined badly, and the royal collections can be taken out for sale to recoup the losses. Above the founding king's mausoleum is the treasury, and below is the mausoleum of their ancestors. Let's go there and, turn. Rumble. Rumble. What are these? Squeak. They are flying mole crickets of Chiliang sect. They can rapidly grow from the size of a grain of rice to their mature form within a few seconds. This kind of bug will gnaw at everything after breaking free from manipulation. It's thus also named locust bug. It's so weird to raise locusts. Good. Very good. Some of them stole the treasures, and the others dug the grave. Do they really think that I have no way of dealing with them? Why stop acting. We'd better deal with these locust bugs first. I'm afraid they may break feng shui underneath that's possible. Let's get down and check quickly. Buzz buzz. Thank goodness. Blaze. The mausoleum has not been destroyed. It's peaceful and full of yin qi. It's indeed a nice place. However, this ancient city is full of dangers. Why is there a wonderful place that contradicts the nature of the ancient city? I don't know exactly. Maybe the founding king's mausoleum is accidentally located at the gate of life of the spirit-suppressing formation, so there is such kind of wonder that is opposite the nature of the ancient city. The founding king was far-seeing. That's it. Guys, clear the field. Chinger is really energetic. She is completely different from when she was in the center of the spirit-suppressing formation. If the center of the formation is a high-pressure environment for her, this place can be seen as her hometown, because it is similar to the place where she was born. When I was just a cluster of yin qi with little spirit, my friends personally designed the formation for me to nourish my soul and encouraged me. Now it's my turn to do the same thing. Boo-hoo, I will definitely do it well. Show up. The Loving Girls Formation for Reborn Spirits. Loving Girls Formation? What the hell with that name? Inchi has been drawn over. Yeah, the effect is much greater than what Chinger described. She has become more powerful. Drip. Huh? Is this a formation? Master, I did every step right, and the appearance of this pond is proof of the success of the formation. But I don't understand why it's a pond. Probably the two worlds work differently, but if only it has the same effect. Chinger doesn't look good. Did she fail? No, she made it. It's just that feng shui is too good here, so the formation became a yin chi bath, which is a little different from the original one. You soaked in the psychic bath, and now Mei Lang is going to soak in a yin chi bath. Why is always a bath? Mei Lang, get inside. Probably because I am connected to water. Indeed. It was always about water when meeting you. Huh? Ahem, nothing. Chinger is ready. Look, press. Splash. Yin Ryu, control Mei Lang and let her stop resisting or the bath will not work. Huayu, is Chinger reliable? Ha ha ha, you need to trust her. Is Chinger getting it personal? Crack MHM, what is that sound? Something seems to be broken. Master, the water is draining. What's going on? I feel a strong suction force. Well, the water in the pond is being drained. Chinger's formation is broken. Huayu? Don't resist. Let's follow this suction force. There seems to be an interlayer underneath. Thud. Fall together. What is this place? Did the flying mole crickets gnaw through the treasury? Huayu, you are on my hair. You overestimated locusts. If they could gnaw through the treasury, Chiliang sect wouldn't have asked me to help them open the gate, huh? Huayu, my hair. I guess there was a space under the treasury, but I didn't expect it to be so large. I don't think we are still in the treasury. The formation is broken, but why hasn't the spilled yin chi dissipated? And this monument. This place is so beautiful that it doesn't match the ancient city. I'm sure that we are still in the treasury, but in another space of it. Look at the sky. And that crack is where we fell from. Chinger, go up and see what's going on. Huh? Oh. Okay, I will be right back. A moment later. After Chinger's repeated experiments, we discovered that by passing through the crack, we can enter the founding king's mausoleum, which can be regarded as basement 1, and then by passing through the crack again, we can return to this space, which can be regarded as basement 2. The founding king's mausoleum. Monument space. The crack in the sky is a door that connects the treasury and this strange space. This place should be a new area that has never been explored. Fascinating. This place is completely different from the above. Maybe there are treasures here. Ryu, put Mei Lang's thing aside for the time being. Given that we can go out at any time, let's explore this place first. Okay. Chinger, why are you staring at this broken stone? Master, this monument is weird. I somehow can sense something similar to cultivation methods by staring at it. Cultivation methods? Well, it's blank for me. Nothing is on the monument. What about you, Huayu? I can't see anything either. I still can't see anything even through Chinger's eyes. This situation is the same as wordless sutra that imparting elder gave me. Could it be that what Chinger senses is a cultivation method for ghost cultivators, which is forbidden for living people? It's a good opportunity for you. Ryu and I are going to explore this place. Chinger, you can stay here to study this monument. Remember to pick up the pieces on the ground. Huayu, the cultivation method that Chinger can learn should be suitable for Mei Lang as well. Can I let Mei Lang stay here and study it with Chinger? MHM, Mei Lang is supposed to be able to learn it too. But she is a bit stupid. Don't expect her to learn much. It's okay. Just try her best. I won't ask for much. Okay, let's go. Chinger, please take care of Mei Lang. Don't worry. Go ahead. Another invisible air wall. It's the end of this side. This space seems boundless, but in fact, it does have an end. The edges of the space are lined with mirrors and air walls. This place is a completely closed Shimo dark tunnel with an area of 3 square kilometers. It's the first time that I have seen such a scene. What's the point of that? Except for the monument on the largest floating island in the middle, there is no treasure in this awful place. But don't you think it's beautiful here? Why are you so close to me? I like you. Don't you like me? No, it's hot. Stay away from me. I don't believe you. You are not romantic at all. Such a blockhead. Thud. If you keep messing around, I will fight back. Do you really think I don't know what you are up to? Try to seduce me. No way. Huh? Look what I have found. Mei Lang is slacking off. Why do you both enjoy the scenery? Look at Chinger. She is fully engaged in cultivation, just like me. Ryu, you. Why are you in a daze? Nothing, I just remembered something in the past. Something in the past? Yeah, something happened in my childhood. At that time, the sky was also as starry as it is now. Inside Chunling's sect, the sky was covered with clouds all year round. When it got dark, we really couldn't see anything. What I looked forward to most was seeing the sky with stars when the clouds dispersed occasionally. Wow, so many stars tonight. I never got tired of such a beautiful scene and hoped to have someone to appreciate it with me, but during those times, I'd like to control Mei Lang to embrace the starry sky like I did, as if she was a living person. Although I was always scolded by my master because of that, I still enjoyed it and still looked forward to the occasional starlight. Mei Lang has no wisdom and spirit for sure, but I control her and pretend that she is a living person who can respond to me. Haha, you may think I am childish, right? Childish? I don't think so. In fact, Mei Lang is another you. Why you? Sit down. Back then, you did have some wisdom, but you were just a child. You longed for families and friends, all of which Chunling's sect couldn't give you, and you didn't dare to ask for. You manipulate Mei Lang and try to make her act like a living person, which is not childish behavior. It's the way how you deal with the friendship and family affection you lost. You split a part of yourself at a young age to shape the virtual personality of Mei Lang so that you could fill the absence of emotion. You were helping yourself. I never laugh at self-helpers. Thank you, Hwayu. Ryu, I know she is likely looking for pity, but she was indeed pathetic when she was a kid. You didn't dodge this time? You reminded me. Get your head off me. No, it's rare to see you let your guard down. I won't let go of this opportunity. I just tried to be kind and comfort you. Don't push your luck. Mei Lang, you are zoning out again. You haven't been enlightened, and you have poor comprehension. Now you are even zoning out. When will you learn anything? Come here. I will hit your palm if you don't listen to me. Chinger is doing a good job as an instructor. I have no worries about leaving Mei Lang to her. By the way, you didn't control Mei Lang to look at the sky this time, right? Does it mean that her wisdom and spirit began to take shape? Maybe. Mei Lang would show some self-consciousness with Chinger even without my manipulation, but I guess it is just because Chinger has some special feature of controlling ghosts. But this time, Mei Lang made such an obvious response to the external environment on her own, which is indeed great progress. Well, the ritual for Mei Lang was interrupted unexpectedly. We should resume it when Mei Lang and Chinger finish learning cultivation methods on the monument. I believe Mei Lang will make a thoroughgoing change. I hope so. 1 hour later. Hwayu, no one has come here for the time being, but I think it's a matter of time before this place is exposed. There is nothing we can do. It's such a conspicuous space crack, and we can't even close it. However, the only thing of value here is that monument, and only ghosts can sense the cultivation methods on it. Just let it be if it is exposed. But I am worried that they would be disturbed when someone comes in. I am wondering how long it will take. What if they can't comprehend it all in a short time? How about we take the monument away? I am fine with it if you carry it. This monument is too big to be hidden at all. If I carry it out, I will become the target of all. Can ghosts still sense the cultivation methods on it if it's broken into pieces? If they can, don't do anything stupid. Boom! How come it really exploded? Yin Ryu, you are such a jinx. Chinger, what happened? Why did it explode? How is your learning going? I don't know why it exploded either. However, I've learned a technique. I named it Chi Observation Technique. Wipe. Hee, it's quite extraordinary. As long as I gather my power into my eyes, I can obverse Chi and seek treasures. If I master it, I can even see the manifestation of dragon veins and bring good luck to myself. Nothing can escape my sharp eyes. Well, Master, you have a bright forehead and healthy complexion with a ray of golden light flickering, which is a look of a leading role. Chinger, the face reading you learned is for ghost cultivators, right? Besides, this is not my real face. Master, you don't understand. Face reading is the most basic function of my Chi observation technique. There are more advanced and stronger functions to be unveiled. Her forehead and face are dark, and every part of her body is all dark. She is just wrapped in darkness. What a jinx. What is Chinger talking about? Nothing. She's just showing the technique she acquired just now. Never mind. Holy shit. Yin Ryu is with such bad luck. Shouldn't I have stayed with her for so long? Ryu, don't come over. Huayu, you are acting strangely. Did Chinger learn the technique on that monument? How is Mei Lang doing then? Mei Lang studied quite seriously during the latter period. But I found that there were no fixed contents on that wordless monument. It was like a cultivation book for ghost cultivators that kept turning pages. So what Mei Lang can get is all about her luck and fate. That is to say, what Mei Lang learned may not be techniques but some miscellaneous things about ghost cultivators. Besides, the monument is broken now, which means she has no chance to learn it again. Well, shit. Judged from Yin Ryu's sheer bad luck, it is very likely that Mei Lang only got something bizarre, like meals for ghosts. Recipes used by healthy ghosts. It costs little to learn all. Master, don't jinx it. Too much bad luck leads to good luck. She might get a very fortunate chance. Are you serious? I doubt it. It depends on whether you believe it or not. That's what Chi observation technique describes. What the hell did she learn? After all, Mei Lang does not have a clear self-consciousness. Even if she remembers something complex, she would not understand it. So don't ask too much of her. Ahem, you are right. I was being impatient. But on the other hand, she can comprehend and master the technique she got this time after she has wisdom and spirit, right? Well, I guess so. I'm going to set lip the formation. Yin Chi has dissipated a lot, but it should be enough for Mei Lang. Chinger, be gentle. Otherwise, Yin Ryu would think that you are going to drown Mei Lang. Don't worry, Master. I know what to do. Show up again. Loving girls formation. Ahem, here we go. Today, I, Chinger, the ghost of beauty, smash a clip and hang a piece of silk. To humbly request the goddess of earth to grant, rap. 7 wishes to the newborn ghost. 7 wishes to the newborn ghost. First, wish her no karma from her past. Reborn cleanly as she died cleanly. Second, wish her to have a healthy body, being leisurely and carefree. Third, wish her to have a beautiful face and a hot figure to attract all men in the world. Fourth, wish her to have plenty of men to supply enough yang qi and energy. Will what Chinger is saying all come true? Look at her. You'd know it won't. Touch. Fifth, wish her happiness and freedom from worries every day. Sixth, wish her no excellence but health. There are already 6 wishes. Should we add one more to make an auspicious quantity? We have already wished her to have a beautiful appearance and enough food and clothing. What else? How about making a big one? Wish Chinger to achieve the ultimate goal as a ghost of beauty. 7th. Good idea. Then 7th, wish. 7th, wish Mei Lang smooth sailing in all matters and finding her beloved one early. It's done. Mei Lang, you did so well. You will definitely become an excellent ghost of beauty in the future. Chinger, the last sentence is not necessary. Does Mei Lang have wisdom and spirit now? Look up. Don't be nervous, Mei Lang. Try to speak something first. Pull out. Can she speak? Expectant. Yes. The loving girl's formation can activate her facial organs. Normally, she needs to speak after being taught gradually. But she has lived for so long, so she can skip the step of babbling. Isn't she like a baby with memories of her past life? That's a bit interesting. Come on, Mei Lang. Say something. Expectant. Listen, she is speaking. Gesture. Look, she said it twice. You are interacting with me without my manipulation, which has never happened before. It's fine if you can't speak now. I am already very happy with your current state. Mei Lang? What are you trying to say? You. I get it. She is calling your name. Boo-hoo. Mei Lang is a big girl now. This is so touching. Mei Lang. My good girl. Next, we will work hard to elevate Mei Lang's intelligence from the level of a 2 or 3-year-old baby to that of a child in adolescence within half a month. Origin point gained gratitude, 0.01 points yen Ryu holy shit. Origin points? After all the hard work, I have finally warmed up this icy, hard heart. That's too much. How can you do such an exciting thing in front of Mei Lang? Let me bear it all alone. Why you? Thank you. Damn. She kissed me, but she trusts me the most right now. It's a great opportunity to insert a heart trigger into her.